Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa! As you see, another festive day here in the arena. Y'all already know we're gonna be turned up all week long, so we gotta raise the bar. We had our shot impersonators yesterday. It's gonna be another fun one today. But this is Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog Fantasy. As always, we got the legend Gilbert Arenas here with us.
What up?
We got WNBA champion and recent birthday celebrator, Lexie Brown, back in the arena. 21?
Yep.
Okay. Still thriving, still looking.
Still thriving, huh?
Yep, 21.
And over on this side of the couch on the grill, we got Kenyon Martin in the house. At least I think.
Can you talk?
What's happening? So Halloween is this Thursday, and to celebrate, we're dedicating a day in the arena to each member of our cast. Today's theme is Griller Killer Kitchen.
About to die.
In honor of Kenyon Martin.
About to die.
You know, you about to throw something on the grill real quick. He got the sandals ready to go.
Yeah, I might throw somebody on the grill today.
Somebody
Who I feel like filleting today?
Oh, yeah.
Might fillet somebody today.
George Karl might be on the menu. We'll see.
Well, son, I might pick somebody else. Just for shits and giggles.
Just for shit.
Don't F with the
Gigs,
chef.
shits and gigs.
Don't F with the
Want
chef.
some beef just because. Fuck it.
It is your day, Kenyon. Feel free to do what you want to do. And for all the fans out there, as a reminder, we still have two viewing options for you, our traditional version and a mobile vertical version. Pick whichever one you want to watch. Just make sure you support the show. Here's what's cracking in the arena today. Paolo Banchero dropped the first 50-piece in the league this season. How much of a leap will him and the Magic make this year? Made the playoffs last year. Said that he thought that squad might be good enough to take the East. I feel like that may be capped, but top three in the East may be very, very, very reasonable this season. The Big Bodega only took 8 shots in the Knicks' loss to the Cavs Monday night. What can the Knicks do to help Cat fit better into their offense to get back on the right track? And the Celtics are one of 3 undefeated teams remaining in the league with an MVP candidate in Jason Tatum, All-NBA level candidate in Jaylen Brown. But do they have the best bench in the league? I'm sure P-Rabbit thinks so. But before we get into all that, as always, this show is brought to you by Underdog. Download the app, use promo code GIL, get up to $1,000 in bonus cash, plus a special pick'em. And you already know, Underdog's got you covered with a new special every day in October. Discount tokens are live in the app. Apply the tokens as you see fit and receive a 15% discount. To use discount tokens, go to the promotion section of the Pick'em lobby, click apply on the discount card, and select which player you want to add to your entry. Head over to the Underdog app, use promo code GIL to get $1,000 in bonus cash and a new promo every day this month. As always, we do MostlyFans. At the end of every show, we drop a good question in the chat with your Underdog Fantasy username, and we use it on this program. A $50 bonus will hit your Underdog account if you send us a video at mostlyfansgil@gmail.com. We use that video on this program. $100 bonus. You already know. And we've got our N-word counter going. Still got bread to break. I think I'm about 500-600 deep. I will give it to the fans at some point, just waiting for my check to land. But if you can't watch the show live with us on YouTube, we got audio versions available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. Did I see you over there? You got something on your mind? What's cracking?
No, I'm just chilling.
Okay.
I'm just chilling.
Okay.
Waiting for my drink.
I'm waiting for these beverages.
It's a barbecue.
Those are little parts.
Cookout.
It is a cookout.
And my shit.
It's a celebration. But until the drinks arrive, let's get into it. Knicks made a big splash with 2 big offseason trades, but they're struggling to make the pieces fit to start the season. The Cavs pulled up to Madison Square Garden Monday night, took over their trap, and Darius Garland gave him 34 points, Donovan Mitchell had 25, and Evan Mobley added 17 and 8 boards to help Cleveland improve to 4-0 this season. Knicks had an injury scare when Jalen Brunson left the game briefly in the third quarter with an apparent knee injury. Brunson would return to the game. But let's take a look. Oh, yeah, you never know with those.
Yeah, he didn't land on a foot, looked like.
But thankfully, he did return to the game, finishing with 21 points, but was 8 for 24 from the field, but he did also have 7 assists. However, the newest Knick, the Big Bodega, Karl Anthony Towns, finished with 13 points on just 8 total shot attempts. He also had 10 rebounds in 32 minutes of action. New York is now 1-2 this season after a second-place finish in the East last season. After the game, Brunson took accountability for not getting Cat the ball enough.
I would say, as good as Karl is, there's no one can really take him out of the game. It's just on us. It's on me as a teammate to make sure we're all on the same page and we're all making sure that everyone's eating. So, I gotta be better when it comes to that. I gotta adjust and I gotta see.
So, Towns' first season of the game, I believe 9 shots, 12 points. Second game, he followed that up with 21 points on 11 field goal attempts. This game, 8 shot attempts. Does Cat need to be more assertive, or is it on Brunson to get him the ball more?
I think it's both.
They got to work in conjunction.
Yeah, he's not used to having somebody else that he needs to share it with. Traded for him for a reason.
Yeah.
So, can't dribble the ball for the 18 seconds of every shot clock. I'm just got to get off of it sometime. Now, you are the dominant ball handler and scorer. We understand that, yes, but got to get off of it, bruh. He's just standing around. He's a jump shooter. He's a rhythm shooter. So if he's not in the rhythm, him just hoisting up shots when he catches it is bad basketball. Then you start being looked at as you really selfish when you're not really. So, it's on him to be more assertive when he gets it and not just be a jump shooter, putting the ball on the deck, getting the post, right? And, but it's on, like I said, it's on both of them, man.
Yeah. And Cat only 6 3-point attempts through 3 games.
He's playing predominantly the 5 right now, correct?
Knicks do have some big man issues that they wait for Mitchell Robinson to return.
So he's not a 5, he's a 4. He's played next to Rudy Gobert for all those years. Even defensively, he fouled out last night. Cat did.
Steve, Cat foul out?
The way he's playing, it looked like it, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like he's having a battle in a different way, defend different types of players, and his rhythm is all out of whack. But you look at Jalen Brunson with 7 assists, like that's cool that you have 7 assists, but you have the ball 95% of the time. So you really should have more than 7 assists, but you're gonna have to get off the ball for sure.
And it
But yeah.
Every time. So Cat 6 3-point attempts through 3 games. He was averaging like 5.3 per game last season.
He's a spacer.
This is why coaching is very important. This is why training camp has to be taken serious, because who was their center last year?
And Hartenstein.
Hartenstein, right?
Stepped up.
How many times did Hartenstein get the ball?
Not often.
Not often, right?
Got off the glass.
Huh? Got it off the glass, right? What's the difference here? Right? You didn't pass the 5-man the ball in the last how many years? Right? It's been guard. So you don't really have any plays for this man at the 5. So the fact that he's playing a 5 and he can't see the ball, that's just your offense itself.
True.
Right? So unless you're going to put some plays in, throw it down, turn 5, which I don't know if he's comfortable doing that. Right? He needs the pick and pop type of game, and you're not used to your 5-man popping. Right?
You better go look at some of that shit they used to run for Dirk. That's the only way you going, right? Guards pinning down, Jalen Brunson, they passing, Jalen Brunson pinning down for him curling. But you going out, you got legs to your point, absolutely.
Like, and even
plays in for him.
Just even, okay, you don't have any plays for him. Cool, but you've been in this game a long fucking time as a coach, right? You know there's things that you can put into it that doesn't require any practice. You can say, all right, 2-man game, 1 in the 5-man.
Yeah.
All right, Cat, go to the elbow. Brunson, throw it. Fly off top.
That's the simplest.
Right? If they go under, pop it back. If they go over, trail. Right? If they play it perfect, turn and face.
He come off, go to the wing, you throw it to him on the side, pick and roll. They whatever, get him in the block. There's so much you can do off of it that they.
So much that don't need no practice. Hey, you other 3, run around.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? You just do something.
Do a double
pick.
Pin down. Both of y'all go stagger him away and.
You can do that 3. You can do that 3 times a quarter. That's 12 shots just on that. I mean, it's just. It's just weird that these old-time coaches have gotten so lazy. And it is laziness. Because some of the players are young and we're not gonna call them stupid, they're just not educated on the game itself. And they're not studying the game itself on how to get open and how to like create offense out of nothing, backdooring, slashing when you don't have the ball. I get it, but you can't be completely stupid too. Right? And when Mitchell Robinson comes back and he can go to 5, he can go to 4, it still doesn't say nothing about your coaching.
No.
Your coaching is now how to get that man involved while he's the 5 man.
True.
We know what it's going to look like when he goes back to the 4. Mitchell Robinson, he won't get no plays, get it off the glass type, tip it back, cool. But right now, Cat is at the 5. How do you get him the ball so you can be successful now?
True.
And you might as well just put Josh Hart at the 5. Just go, hey, Josh Hart, you the 5. And then
Offensively, you
right,
might
yeah, you might as well just put him in a dunker spot and do, hey, Josh, he know how to play the position.
Yeah.
He should get 10 minimum shots per game.
10 minimum per half. I mean,
Yeah, like he should be at like 15.
he should. I mean, that's like, hey, I can't get Julius shots. Shit. Julius is getting my goddamn shots.
For damn sure.
Averaging under 10 field goal attempts per game. It's 3-game sample size. Obviously, Gil, like you mentioned, training camp preseason a lot different than when you guys were coming up. You had a few weeks to figure it out, figure the chemistry out. Now it's about a week of practice. You get right into games.
When did this trade happen?
Like right before the season started, right?
Before the season started. Into September, I think it happened in October. Kind of was a
October, boom, October, right? That means boom. You're watching his film, watching how he plays, and then you implement
I
it.
mean, you ain't got to watch film.
You played against him.
Play it against
You played against
You
him.
wrote, your staff wrote up a scouting report versus Karl Anthony Towns before. You know how the boy play basketball. Let's stop this shit.
You're right,
man.
you're right.
Like, you know how the boy play. Mm-hmm. You know what he do, you know what he don't do.
And they got him doing what he don't do.
Absolutely. So,
Post up.
there you go. Stand over here, watch them play basketball. All right? What'd you say? I said stand over here and watch them play basketball. Get it off the glass, young man.
Get up.
But I don't know how, hey, shit, you'll figure it out eventually. Cause they shooting that bitch.
We asked the chat, are you concerned for Cat and the Knicks? 59% say yes. Look, it's early in the
Damn,
season.
Steve.
That's all? They're not watching the game.
There's a lot of concern in New York right now.
Yeah.
It ain't just basketball. L's are being distributed. Fat Joe's mic not working properly. A lot of things going on.
Y'all was nervous last night.
Who?
Who? Your feet don't fit no limb. Your feet don't fit no limb.
Who, the Dodgers?
Yeah, y'all a little nervous.
No
About
concern.
2-run home run.
Yeah, whatever.
Listen,
Bound to happen.
A win is a win.
with that assassin on deck, boy, y'all listen, man. Y'all, hey, trust me. Soto would have got up the bat, boy. Y'all would have shit y'allself. I'm telling you right now.
Is it 3-0 right now?
3-0.
Yeah, it's 3-0.
Rio.
Don't worry, Soto be in LA. Soto be in LA
Hey,
next year.
He get up
Somewhere
the
he
bat,
belongs.
guarantee. Everybody on their knees right in front of the TV like, man, please.
And this is down bad for them New Yorkers, right?
Oh, yeah, no.
You know, just across the board. So we asked the chat if they're concerned.
Thank God for the Liberty.
Facts. If I'm them, I'm going to throw
running
another
the city.
parade. Parade part 2.
Once a month to keep y'all happy.
And look, it's only 3 games in the season. Obviously, a lot of basketball left to be played.
Of course.
But do you agree with the chat
No,
that the Knicks should be concerned right now? No
No.
issue.
it's 3 games.
There's not.
Other
There's no
teams in the
concern.
East.
There's no concern. It's just, just a little problem that they need to fix up.
So what they need to go look at, how many times last year did Karl Anthony Towns only get 8 shots? It's shit like that, right? It's happened. It's happened.
And
He's not a number 1 option. Most of them.
And he was a number 2 option last
number
year.
2 option last year. It's
And he's not in a position to come in and voice his opinion because he's the one that's coming there on a team that was second.
Yeah, you can't.
Not realizing you're going to get the blame.
Yeah, you disrupted what they had already.
And that's what it looked like. You going.
So you asked
many?
eight or less shots 6 times, I believe, last season.
There you have it.
62 games.
There you have it, folks. So stop it. That's just who he is.
Did we ever find out why this trade happened?
You know.
It was financial for which group?
Well,
Minnesota.
there were reports the Wolves, it was financial. They came out and said that wasn't as big of an issue or a factor, but they had Cat locked up for all them years with all that bread committed. But
Minnesota, they wasn't.
Oh, so if they just let Julius go, they can
Shit,
get
they would have
something
to sign
back.
him. They need a new arena. They need all kind of shit. They signed him in a couple years. They would have been like, shit.
And now that we've gotten to look at it, we're going to talk about the other side in a second. But do you agree? And obviously, Julius Randle going to last year of his deal had a player option this summer. Remains to be seen if the Wolves are going to extend him, what's going to go on there. But
I mean, he has a player option, and if let's say they top 3, he plays well, like he's been playing double-double. 20 and 10, I mean, he will opt out. Because at this point in his career, just like any older guy, right now you have a guaranteed what?
so right now this year he's making 29 mil, player option next year for 31.
Yeah, so you'll opt out of that 31 because only 31 is guaranteed, right? Only 31 is guaranteed. If you can get a 3-year 150, you're going to do that, right? You're going to lock down those other years of guaranteed money, right? You know, when you're young, you don't do that. When you're older, you know, it's more about guaranteed money versus just how much per year you're making. So if they don't assign him to an extension, pretty sure he's going to opt out. They get more years because you don't know what's going to happen next year.
So now let's talk about the Wolves side of the deal, obviously. Knicks got Cat from the Wolves. Randle heads out to Minnesota. Vibes are a little different for Julius Randle over there right now. So after taking just 10 shots in their season opening loss to the Lakers, Randle followed that up by dropping 33 on the Kings, going 13 for 17 from the field, 5 for 6 from 3, and then 24 and 9 boards on the Raptors. He was 9 for 16 from the field in that game. So here's what Anthony Edwards said about Randle last week after Minnesota's first win of the season.
Oh, my God. Hey, we told him this morning, man, hey, don't fit around us. We're going to fit around you. And he showed us today.
I love
That boy
Anthony
country as
Edwards.
shit.
Yeah.
So
Fresh
Atlanta.
out of goddamn Georgia.
He's so Atlanta.
What?
So just looking at, again,
So Atlanta.
very small sample size, but is Julius Randle a more seamless fit with the Wolves than Cat is with the Knicks at this point?
We knew it would be.
Yeah.
All of us said the same thing. Like, we didn't think it would have been an issue. He was going to do exactly what he was doing with them. We never said he couldn't play. Just people in New York didn't like him.
Yeah.
That's all.
It's weird. I mean, it's
Man,
weird.
20 and 10 and getting booed.
Getting booed.
All NBA.
All NBA getting booed. Man, that shit wild. Where else is that? That shit don't happen
Nowhere else. Nowhere else.
Right?
You got an all
Man,
NBA top. He's top 2, top 3 in his position.
Night in, night out, he is doing his fucking job. Whether they winning or losing, he is doing his job and getting booed.
Like in Power Force, he's ranked in front of Cat.
Yeah.
Just FYI, you know, if he's an all NBA player. Right?
Y'all didn't know that.
If you didn't, you know what I mean? He's top 3. Like when you say Giannis, right? And then whoever, if he's third team, is him. If he's second team,
Yeah.
he's behind Giannis. Technically, right? So
Yeah.
when you looked at both the trades, they both made sense to the way the team was going, right? You know, Anthony Edwards, you can see in the playoffs, he needed somebody else when they got the ball to put pressure, right? You know, Cat, you know, sometimes he needed to take advantage of, you know, the small guy guarding him, right? You know, for the most part, in those series, he wasn't posting up, he wasn't taking advantage when he had the advantage in some of those series, right? I think he had the advantage in the Dallas series, and he didn't take over, right? Which forced Anthony Edwards to try to beat through 3 to 4 people. So getting a guy who can play one-on-one, who can create his own offense, you got Julius Randle. On the other end, the way New York played, right? Julius kind of messed up the flow there because, I mean, we didn't get a real good taste of how they really played together when everybody was there. But just one guy keeps it for, 20 seconds, make those passes, everybody shoots. That kind of messed up his flow. So putting Cat in, who's just a catch and shoot guy, made sense. What don't make sense is Cat at the 5. That's what's messing up the New York part. So we won't know if New York is winning until
he goes to the 4.
Until he goes
also
to the 4.
giving up DiVincenzo.
But then you knew that fucking Mitchell Robinson was out when you made the trade.
Yeah.
So you knew that he was going to have to play out of position. So it's...
Yeah, Mitchell Robinson not expected back until at least January.
But to be honest, this is when coaching comes in. What is the smarter move? Is the smarter move to take Josh Hart out and put a center in, right? Or you keep it the same way?
Who's their backup center?
They're thin at the center position.
They don't
right
have
now.
anybody, right?
I mean, you just need a body.
If you want to win, you got to move Cat to the 4.
You need to put him in his position, right? Because your offense doesn't cater to that. He's just out of position.
At least offensively, right? Defensively, he can guard 5s, but on the offensive side, you got to let him cook and run. I mean,
to be honest, having him at the 5 is horrible too, because it's either 3 or layup, which means someone's coming to that basket every goddamn other play, and he ain't a shot block. He can't get off the ground. So, you got any athletic, decent guard that's coming to the lane all the time, he's going to be in foul trouble. He's going to either block he's not even going to block the shot. Either he's going to challenge the shot or he's going to foul, right? There's no either or. Before he had Rudy Gobert back there, right?
he didn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, so he didn't have to worry about anything like that. It's just, all right, get the rebound, if, Rudy alters the shot, right? So playing with Rudy was great for him.
Mm-hmm.
Now you supposed to be Rudy? Yeah, I'm sorry, sir.
And then back to the Julius Randle side of it, what do you think about what Ant Edwards said, just in terms of a player, all NBA level player, and Randle coming to that squad? We're going to fit around you.
I mean, I think that Ant is extremely confident in himself and his game. So when he's adding a player like that he knows is going to make him look good and the team look better, then that's why you get all that positivity coming from Ant. He's not threatened by what Julius is bringing to the team. He's embracing it and letting Julius be himself, because he's played against Julius all these years and saw what was going on in New York. So I'm sure he's happy to bring in Julius where he's feeling embraced and he can play his game without worrying about the fans, worrying about the city, just out there hooping.
And Randle had a relationship with Chris Finch. I think they spent a year together with the Pelicans, so I think he was super excited about making that move over there and now being utilized effectively and efficiently. And it's led to 2 wins so far this season. So
I love when someone say we got you do you, we'll fit around you. Cap.
You think he lying?
Cap. Listen, it sounds good, and I know it sounds good, right? Yeah, no, King.
I mean, it's easy to say that after a win, of course.
We're gonna run off and you do you, you do you, and then we'll fit around you, knowing damn well the offense is 1, 2, and 3, all right?
Listen, Ant knows it's not gonna affect him.
There's only been one person that was actually true when they came to your system, and that was Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah. We're gonna go around you.
Do what you do, and we'll figure the rest of this shit out.
Yeah, so to that point, so far in 3 games, Ant's attempting 23.3 field goals a game. A career high last year, he averaged 19.7.
I'm saying, it's not affecting his game.
But that's usually what it is. When someone like, Anthony Edwards says it, all it really means is, listen, when you get the ball, do you, right? You know what I mean? Do you, we adjust.
Play your game.
Yeah, play your game. We don't want you to look for me. Trust me, I'm going to get that. I'm going to shoot that, right? I'm going to get my shots up, so get comfortable. That's really what it means is, sometimes when you go in a situation, you're trying not to bump heads with the star player, right? So you basically, Bronny James, game 1, right? His daddy right there. Here you go.
There you go.
Here you go. Right? I'm here to watch too. And that's what that mindset is. You're really mindful of where the best player is, because you don't want him to do this this dude. Yeah, you don't want that, right? So you really.
And it is a long season, so we will see how it pans out for both squads. But we asked the chat, better fit with new team, Randle with the Wolves or Cat with the Knicks? 77% said Julius Randle with the Wolves. Chat been pretty good lately.
Okay, chat.
Okay. So,
What?
Wasn't a hard choice.
You know the chat be going off the rails sometimes.
They do, but that's not that wasn't a scientific mathematical equation they had to fucking solve with that one.
a lot of New York fans in the chat, though.
Shit.
Yeah, most of our viewers are New Yorkers. That's the.
No, they
very
honest with
opinionated.
it. No, they know what they watching.
They know what they're watching.
They
baseball
ain't
and
just start watching it. They've been watching. So
basketball. They do know what they're watching.
Who's the center? Let me just go by jersey number 55. Right, 55 is the center. 55 is the center.
not the either. You never know.
Huh? Yeah. Well,
Yeah, 55.
he is.
He is center.
Who?
So he's the backup. So they got two backup centers.
So just throw
Start
him
him.
in there.
Started, yeah.
Just throw
Start
him in
him.
there.
He only played 4 minutes.
He'll
The other
lob
one
threat.
See,
He'll crash dummy.
and that's the thing. You like, I'm trying to figure out if I would put Josh Hart on the bench and move everybody down, and I got Bridges at the 2, OB at the 3, Towns at the 4, and Jericho at the 5. 4 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
If he ain't doing nothing 4 minutes into this game.
No, but he gonna do what he do though.
Yeah.
He is he gonna if he's Jalen penetrate, he'll lob threat. He'll pick and roll guy. He's not a jump shooter.
Okay,
He
see?
can play in a dunker.
Yeah.
So you can sub him at 4 minutes and put Josh Hart in the game.
Put Josh Hart in the game.
Same. So it's the same thing.
This might be a bad year for New York in general. I'm gonna be honest.
But it's, you know,
Great for LA, though.
What's so funny is Josh Hart is one of those guys, man, that's just like, if he starts or comes off the bench, he's going to do what he's going to do.
He's not a guy.
And his
who's
effect
impacted.
is not in the first quarter of the game. His
watches-
effect is the fourth quarter when it's winning time.
Yeah, he
That's
learns.
when Josh Hart is really important to your team. He makes game-winning basketball plays.
Yeah.
Rebound, offensive rebounds, steals, blocks, he do all those things.
Yeah.
That's so the first quarter is like, all right, we need to get Karl Anthony Towns going. How can we do that? And it's, to your point, changing the lineup.
We can play small ball at the end.
Yeah.
He's like that Iguodala.
Who, Josh Hart?
He's that type where, you know what I mean? Like, there might be a series where you're like, yo, can you bring off the bench? And then he comes in, impacts the game, and he can win the finals MVP.
Yes.
Right? I mean, he's one of those type of guys where how he plays the game, there's going to be a game where everybody's doubled and you're leaving him open, and he gets you 30, 10, and 7 assists one of them games, and then you get your double-double, and you be like, Jesus Christ. Right?
Yeah.
Finals MVP.
That's where I get 20 rebounds.
Right? So, you know what I mean? It's just one of those things where as a coach, you're going to have to be really mindful of how the game is being played.
So, tough night for New Yorkers Monday. Tuesday won't be much better.
Because at the end of the day, when Mitchell Robinson comes back in, who are you going to bench?
Probably Josh Hart.
Right, it's going to be Josh Hart.
So
might as well
Might
start.
as well get Karl comfortable.
Might as well get it. Hey, might as well get off to a head start to it. God damn it.
At least get Karl
you know Tibbs
going.
gonna run him to the ground first. you gonna play all these minutes.
All of them.
Is Big Bodega the name that
Yeah,
they're rolling with?
You took the word. I meant to ask. I slipped my mind.
I saw
but
that
thank you.
interview, but because
I got
they
it.
said Big Purr, which
Big
I
who?
liked.
Big,
Purr.
you like Big Purr
Big Purr?
over Big
His name
Bodega?
is Cat.
Big who?
Yeah, but
Purr.
a Big Purr doesn't really.
Big Purr?
Because he's Cat.
Purr, oh my, don't call me Big Purr.
That's what the lady asked him after the game. He liked the nickname. He said no, but I like
Yeah,
it.
that
Yeah.
sounds
It
like
fits.
somebody from Atlanta on
It's
a.
fitting.
Oh, Big Purr comment.
Big Bodega can go though. You
don't like Big Bodega, Ken?
Neither one of them.
The Big Bodega?
I don't like Big Bodega. What was the other one? I feel like there was 3.
He has a nickname already.
Big
Cat.
Purr sounds like an Atlanta stripper. Say Atlanta stripper, boy, that just, they got that
What about Big Purr?
donkey donk. And she's coming out here doing all kind of tricks for the
That's
crowd.
gonna be his name, I'm
It
sure.
somehow always devolves to that.
You know, stage coming Big Purr. Woo!
Get your dollar bills ready.
I like it.
But like I said, tough night for New Yorkers Monday. Tuesday not
You
gonna be
won.
much better. Shohei coming.
For Cat.
Shohei coming.
Big Purr
Be
for
ready.
Cat?
And just on the
That's a horrible nickname, Big Cat. It's just Cat.
That's his initials.
It's literally his name.
There was already Cat though. There's Katino Mobley.
Yeah.
With a C.
Yeah, with a C, cat.
But now we got a cat with a K.
Cat with a K.
Meow.
Big purr.
So
You should go kitty cat.
Big purr.
Let me see it.
Big purr.
Tap into his Chris Boshness.
okay, and moving onward. Moving onward and upward.
No, I mean, he was straight. He just played into the role. Like, y'all want to troll me, I'd troll back. Yeah, he'd troll back. That's what made him funny, though. He'd troll back,
That's
though.
what I'm saying, cat.
He'd be like,
Take control.
He'd be like, is
Big Bodega is not
the
it.
camera on me? They'd be like, yeah. Hey. I'm like, yo, he's funny.
Big Bodega is not it.
He was
though.
trolling before trolling started.
So we will see if New York's come up with something better for Cat, but really they need to come up with some wins first. But all week we are in the spirit of Halloween on Gil's Arena. And that concludes with the Gil's Arena Halloween special this Thursday, 11:30 a.m. Pacific, 2:30 p.m. Eastern. All of our Los Angeles-based cast will be here in costume celebrating the momentous occasion. If you watched our Halloween special last year, just know that this year will be twice as dope. We'll see you on Thursday.
You gotta turn the numbers around, right? Huh?
This is festive.
Look at that. Okay, shout out to our crew. Decorating the set, putting together this lovely Halloween special promo. Again, that is this Thursday, 11:30 a.m. Pacific, 2:30 p.m. on the Loser Coast.
No, what is in there?
Juice.
Oh.
We will also be celebrating the Dodgers World Series championship on Halloween, if not sooner. So we are continuing our...
Yes.
Get this man another one. So we are continuing our week-long celebration today with a segment called Trick or Treat. So we got some trays out here. Staff's bringing out 2 trays for each of us, one containing a tasty treat, the other containing a not-so-tasty snack.
Oh, no.
The items look exactly the same, so we won't know which is the trick and which is the treat until we bite into them.
No.
Gil, see? Be patient.
No.
No. I've seen one. I was like, oh shit, let me show him, and then it's on the other side. So.
What could go wrong with this segment? Like I said, once everybody has their trays in front of them, we're gonna count to 3. Try one of the snacks in front of it at the same time.
No.
So you guys
Everybody going with the same
pick
number?
which tray you want to open.
Like, this is like Fear Factor.
Everybody going with the same number?
Okay, it is
I don't know.
a killer griller
gosh.
special. I'll let you are the boss. I'm gonna tuck my chain in. You pick which one we take.
No, I'm just saying. Are we going with the same number or are we going?
I don't know. I don't know if it's
Whatever
everything the
number
same
you're
number.
picking is nasty, I'm throwing this at
Wait.
you.
I'm pretty sure they tricked us, so we don't have the same numbers.
Yeah, well,
What if
No,
they
I'm just
I'm
saying.
pretty sure-
we don't
Or
have the
they're
same.
both
But I'm just
nasty.
saying. Are we going all ones or all twos? Is what I'm asking.
All right, chat, y'all tell us.
all I'm saying is our crew don't really
One
like
or
us
two.
like
We're
that.
going 1 or 2.
The crew don't really like us like that. I'm sure they're both the nasty ones. That's how I would approach it.
Chat, put the 1 or the 2 in the what's the name? We got 3 1s, 4 1s, 5 1s, 1,
Oh,
1, 1.
okay.
They lazy. 1.
It is.
One it is.
Two. Oh.
Nah, this don't look right. All right, take the bite.
Take a bite at the same time. Okay.
Is that toothpaste?
Yours is good, Joe?
It is toothpaste.
It might be some toothpaste in there. I like snacks.
Mine fine.
Yours was fine? Yeah. Wait, was it
Is
toothpaste?
it toothpaste?
I couldn't tell.
Oh, nah. That was toothpaste.
Well, at least you know.
Y'all
Cavity
mint chocolate
protection.
chip?
Nice try. Okay, I see y'all. All right, that's what we're doing?
Some cavity protection.
That's,
Dude, I see.
That's nasty.
Hey, chat.
Whose blood did y'all give Gil to drink?
Ugh. This is nasty.
Gil, the
Was that
chat-
Colgate?
Gil, the
That was?
Gil,
I haven't tasted that since I was a child.
Oh yeah, you can tell they took it apart too.
Colgate, they gave me the Colgate, okay.
Gil, the chat is saying that you don't brush your teeth. I don't believe it, but I'm just pointing out what they're saying.
Obviously, I knew that was Colgate.
And our crew also smart. Just gave Kenyon 2 Oreos. Didn't
No.
even, we don't play those type of games.
No, that
Oh.
is definitely one.
No, we got
that's-
to, yeah.
Damn, that's how you know I don't really be eating
That is
Oreos.
definitely one
I was
that's
like,
been-
it looks fine.
Nope, you can tell.
Minty,
Yeah, you
yeah.
can.
I could have
You
just
can tell
said.
it's too flat.
You spit it out.
Y'all don't like the
Oh,
bread.
I'm
I
a cookie
don't.
Yeah, y'all better get them double stuffs.
That's gross.
Oh
Thanks,
yeah, y'all
guys.
should have made it the same.
Appreciate it.
Can you give me a cup? I'm just
had a
being
mint.
honest with you. It just seems very strong in this.
Well, it looks like
That's
it
not-
looks like it's 3 shots
That's
in
actually
there.
Rashad's pee, Gil, that we're giving you.
Damn.
Go ahead, take a sip.
Okay.
How much is that? Looks like a big old.
Not a fan of the show yesterday. No, I'm just kidding.
There you go.
That was cool. Who came up with this idea? Deb, that was you? Already. Good job.
Good. Yeah. They have excellent
Not a
execution.
good job.
Good job.
Okay.
It's a good job because you.
You're right, because you got an Oreo.
No, it would have been a good job either way.
Ugh.
It's a great concept.
Yeah.
Y'all just picked wrong.
Yeah. We just.
Hey, we picked right, but they just had y'all just had the
Yeah.
bad
The chat done messed us up.
one. No, we all picked the same number.
Yeah. We all picked the same.
Yeah,
Y'all
chat.
just hey.
That's what happens when you listen to the chat.
Good job, chat. Appreciate you.
Nah.
Not picking 2.
Ugh.
Show appreciate you.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, all week long, Halloween, we get festive out here in the arena. Shout out to our crew for these lovely decorations. Shout out to the crew in the back.
Like sometimes you should have had both toothpaste in one of them. You should have. Should have.
Y'all thought about that? Yeah. I see. Yeah.
I would have just went all
One of them should
toothpaste.
have had both toothpaste.
Yuck.
We don't play fair.
So
here in
funny. We
Gilbert.
won't even eat the other one because I'm pretty sure that was toothpaste.
So stay tuned to Gil's Arena for the rest of the week for all the Halloween-themed content. Now a team that we don't talk about much on this show. Got to address the sad situation that happened last night. Lakers' quest for the first undefeated season in league history was derailed Monday night as they suffered their first loss at the hands of the Suns. That loss included a rough shooting night for LeBron James, 3 for 14, scored 11 points. So Bron's record double-digit scoring streak was in danger of ending. He had 7 points in the fourth quarter. Late in the fourth quarter, he knocked down a 3, proceeded to hit a free throw as well. It extended to 1,226 games.
Double digits?
Damn.
Double-digit scoring. Longer than Shaq's career, as someone pointed out.
What?
1,226 games with at least 10 points.
How many years is that?
And he's number 1 right now? Ever?
Yeah.
a
By a
lot
very
of
comfortable
years.
margin. You know, no question, no
That's
debate.
crazy.
Unfortunately, though, first loss in the J.J. Redick and Bronny era. To this point, Bronny had not known what a loss feels like in his NBA
I don't know what
career.
another loss. Yeah.
It remains to be seen how it will impact him moving forward for the duration of his career.
Fucking Josiah.
He has it. And we had the fortune teller here yesterday, Kenyon, talk about KJ and Bronny. I would like to see them pair up together. Reunite the stuff.
Hey,
Oh yeah. Reunite.
It'd be dope.
Sierra Canyon legends. And go win a chip. But after the game, J.J. Redick put the loss on himself after the Lakers scored just 14 points in the second quarter.
There's one thing to nitpick. It's probably me. I probably should have gone to the fire a possession or two earlier against KD. But I liked that group that we had out there defensively. I trust those guys. And then the other thing I would say is, like, we should never have a 14-point quarter. So that's on me as well. That's part of that is me. I got to make sure we're running good offense.
So, Kenya, I know Lakers are not your favorite team, but when you watch, you don't tell us, but you support on the low. Do you like the accountability from J.J. Redick after the loss?
It's what he's supposed to say. It's fucking. It ain't on him. It's not. We talking about professionals here. It ain't nobody in the NBA got a problem shooting the basketball, bruh. Ball just didn't go in. That's all. You have quarters like that. It's good that he's stepping up for his guys, but it ain't. So let me ask. I want to ask him. So what plays could you have called to make the ball go in?
None.
I've never heard of one. Like you got a 100% play. Fuck, fuck, run it every time. Then, goddamn it, if it's 100%, there ain't no guarantees in it. It just I appreciate him for being his new coach and his first. So yeah, cool. But
So as our producers have pointed out, in the previous regime, after a loss like this, Darvin Ham probably would have said something along the lines of, "That's a hell of a ball club over there."
yeah,
I mean,
What's
to
your-
be honest, that's a good ass statement too. Shit.
Is it?
To be honest.
We don't die by wins or losses.
yeah. So hey.
Lexie, do you like the accountability from J.J. Redick?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the right answer to say. I don't particularly like when coaches throw their players under the bus in media. I don't think it's productive for, like, the locker room. So I think that's a good sign for JJ that as a former player, he knows that. He knows how to keep the locker room intact. But this was like a super winnable game for them, despite Bron not having a great game. But, like, that's a game that they absolutely could have and should have won. But, yeah, he mentions the scoring, and then he goes right to the defensive coverage. So, like, he knows that it wasn't his play calling that cost him the game. It was, you know, KD and Book being such elite shot makers down the stretch. And that's a defensive thing.
Lakers up 20 in the first quarter. We knew it was Fugazi.
No, I mean, you know, it's we're not worrying about the starters, right? The starters, when you're talking about 1 through 5, 1 through 5, I mean, they can say they're top without even thinking about the rest of the lineup. They can say they're top 5.
With their starters?
Yeah, starting 5 is, you know, they're top 5. You know, you got every element. So if you look at the game, first and third quarter, they blow the Suns out. First and third quarter, it's that second and fourth when they got to sub in, and then, you know, the offense is stagnant, right? They don't know who's going to go to who. You know, that's where the problem is right now, or last night at least, right? It's that second and fourth quarter where they got to try to figure out the rotation there, figure out what plays they're going to call. You know, I think they scored, 14 in the second, 22 in the fourth. Right, and you're talking about in the first and the third, you're talking about 30 plus. So just trying to, you know, just understand the rotation, but you know, taking the blame on yourself is cool, you know, media-wise, so the media don't try to put a wedge between the team.
Yeah.
But it's always on the players. Right? I don't care what any coach says. The players are out there playing. Right? You can call whatever fucking play you want to call. If the players don't run it or forget it, it's their fault. Right? You can call a great play. It's only a great play if it's executed by the players. So, you know, it's always, you know, I didn't make shots today. I didn't make free throws today, you know.
Yeah, I gotta be
13 for 18 from the free throw line. You know, that's 5 free throws missed. We lost by 4. You know, even with LeBron playing bad, you know, he was playing bad in the first and in the third, and we was, plus what, maybe 20-something?
So Lakers scored 34 points in the first quarter, 14 second quarter, 35 points in the third quarter, 22 points in the fourth quarter. But in the first and third quarter, I believe they were...
Plus 18?
Plus 18, yes. Yep.
So...
Won both those quarters by 9 points. Lost the second quarter by 11. And then the Suns scored 33 in the fourth to the Lakers 22.
Yeah. I mean, I don't look at plus minus as like the end all be all, but like when you look at the Lakers plus minus, their whole bench, they're all like minus double figures. And you cannot be that coming off the bench and very limited minutes at that. Like, they're gonna have to figure out that bench situation.
I don't think anybody really understands, but when you think about championship teams, when you think about the Warriors championship, how great that bench was. When the Lakers was winning, how great that bench was. Spurs, how great that bench was, right? So, you know, it's even Denver, right? They had solid pieces coming off the bench. You know, when you're talking about a starting 5, you do got to sub at some point, right? So if you don't have a bench that can really push the lead or at least maintain whatever your lead is, you know, that's where you lose the game. Because you got to play them top of the second. You got to even 5 minutes or 4 minutes in the second and 5 and 4 minutes in the fourth to start it off, right? That's where you can lose the game. That's where the game is, you know, won or lost.
So, like we pointed out, Bronny, previously unbeaten in his NBA career.
1-0.
Gil, how does this loss affect Bronny's legacy?
Not at all. It's not his loss. Okay? It's his father's loss.
All right. It's on my daddy.
That's his father's loss. You know, when you sitting there with that ride home, you got to smile.
We won every game I played in. I don't know about you, Bubs.
No, listen. You know why it's funny? You know why like
I'm just fucking around.
Funny is because everybody else takes it too serious, right? They really take the Bronny, you know, playing or not playing very serious, and it's like, yo, relax, man. Right? He's the 55th pick. I mean,
Please.
I don't care what team he's on. Whatever's happening now with his father, no games, right? He ain't played in 3 games. right?
Yeah, you're not gonna play unless
He's
it's a
not-
blowout.
He ain't gonna play unless there's a
Unless
blowout.
a blowout, either way, man.
So I'm pretty sure the first quarter he's sitting like, ooh, yes, sir. And then he's sitting there like, oh, come on, man. I was gonna get in today. Right?
Man, that man played in the first half of his very first NBA game, man. You can't ask much more than
Got a
that.
dub.
I can tell you he was shitting bricks.
What?
Locked up and Edwards.
You got put in a game where Anthony Edwards is in it. Whoa, where's the other 57 pick? Where he at? That's who I want to go against, and that's still nerve-wracking.
Let me guard Nas Reed. He was undrafted.
Shit, I don't want to guard him. He's been playing for a couple years.
No, I'm just saying though, but shit. At least I got drafted. Shit. At least I got here. Didn't even get drafted.
Like, you know, when they shooting, you calling in, you start looking around. Who's that? We got Anthony Edwards. We got I got you. Well, who is he guard? 6'9". Who was that? Left-handed shooter.
Who, Ingles? Nah.
Yeah, Ingles. He's sitting there like,
My man.
the white boy. I got Ingles.
Give him the chump.
I got the 38-year-old. Hey, man, so how you doing today?
With the slow feet.
Yeah. You gonna be right here, right? Cool. I got you.
But on a serious note, though, just for you guys, obviously won a lot of games in your career, lost a lot of games in your career. How much do losses impact you throughout the course of the season? Like, how much do they sit with you looking ahead? And at what point do they start to become concerned? Like, how many need to pile
you're
up?
Losing.
Huh?
It depends on how you're losing games.
So a game like that, obviously you're within range, kind of trick it off fourth quarter.
Like, obviously, Braun is mad about that. Like, that game is gonna piss him off, but there's 82 of them, so.
It's 82. I mean, this is time. I mean, they're a veteran team, so it's like, you know, just shake it off, get back in the lab, be better the next game, right? AD's playing phenomenal, right? Rui, everyone's playing great, right? You know, we can't expect a 39-year-old to be great every game. You know, it's just one of those games he wasn't great, and you know, there's a chance they still could have won.
Yeah.
Right, and you know they had to face who on the other side. you got Money Sniper, and you have Beal, and playing excellent basketball. So as much as he said we should have fired, fire means trap or run at KD. You still got Booker over there.
Yeah.
He got 30. Right, so you stop this one, you still got another one that's doing the same thing. So it was just one of those teams and one of those games where the fact that you held them to 110, 109. I mean, that's amazing in itself. So everyone should walk with their heads high. Get back to the lab and just we got another game.
So as we had mentioned earlier, LeBron extended his streak of 10-point games to an absurd 1,226 consecutive games. Next closest player is MJ at 866.
Damn.
Karl Malone at 787, or Kareem, excuse me, at 787, and then Karl Malone at 575.
Second place is what?
800.
Michael Jordan, 866 consecutive games with 10 points.
And that's because he retired?
No, it includes Wizards.
Well,
That's insane.
Wait, so when he retired, that don't count?
he didn't play in the game, so I don't think.
Okay, so when he came back, so it happened in the Wizards when he messed it up?
Yeah, but he extended a little bit more than that, too.
So he was 39. Damn.
So question for the couch, does LeBron end his career on this streak, or do we ever see him trip up? And do you think it'll happen this season if he does trip up?
He's gonna keep the streak. 10 points in this NBA is very easy.
So the only thing that stops
like a bucket
streaks-
a quarter. One basket per quarter.
Because if you get hurt and don't,
That's the only thing that stops the streak. If you get hurt and
Don't
you
finish
in the
the
first
game.
quarter or some shit.
because it damn sure counts.
That would be very unfortunate. I don't wish that.
Because I don't
that doesn't
see-
happen,
let me
but
see,
I don't
let me
see
see
him
him.
not ever scoring more than 10 points.
That's like when what's the name got traded. Mikal Bridges.
Played the 83.
His streak didn't because the team had a game and he had to do the physical
and he missed
all
the
that
game.
shit, so they didn't count it against him.
Okay.
But they
Oh.
thinking of it.
Oh, MJ's was a real one. He was 2 for 10 against Indiana. Had 6 points.
Ooh.
Damn.
And then hold the fuck on. Is this Wizards? Yep, that was Wizards. Okay. So he had 6
Okay.
and then went out and had 51, 45.
was not happy after that.
Jesus Christ, dog. You know what? I don't care what anyone say, man. When y'all sitting here debating, there's just little things you got to look at in life that show, just to show how great someone is. This man was drinking, smoking cigars, golfing, and then decided to come back September. When did the season start? Back then, was the end of September like 26th, 25th, 29, like, or October 1st?
It was always around
October.
It was around Halloween. It was around there.
Yeah.
He came, no, I mean preseason.
Preseason, yeah.
Some training camp.
Yeah.
He came back, the 25th, got in shape for the season. And then you talking about, before that, you talking about 29, or 21, 23, 26, 28, 6, then go for 51, 45, 29. This man got so mad that he was
Who's the
held to
45?
6.
Who's the 45 against?
The 45 was against Charlotte.
And 51 was
And then New Jersey.
51 in Charlotte, New Jersey.
What I'm saying is he got so mad that he
You
shot.
remember that?
I think it was our little.
No, you was the next game. You was the 45.
It was the 45, yeah.
But think about it. He took 10 shots
next game.
and then came back and shot 38 times. You know how in shape you got to be, dog? This is crazy.
That's a lot of shots.
38. Like, y'all gonna get this smoke.
Oh, yeah, we knew it.
38
Well, I can imagine the discourse that was going on.
38
Yeah,
minutes,
6
38
points.
minutes, 37 minutes, 42 minutes, 40. Come. Huh? At that age. And then the very next year at 39, 40, he played all 82 games. Like,
You know the most shot attempts you had in a game? 37
Nice.
against the Suns back in 2006 when you had that 54 piece. How hard is it to shoot 37 shots in a basketball game?
That's not hard. No, don't let me trick you on that. It ain't hard. You can get them up, right? It's
37.
It's actually being efficient.
37
and actually
kills.
being, you know what I mean? I can be 1 for 37, trust me.
You went 21 for 37 in that game.
Okay, no, I know, I bust their ass. Don't worry about that. But I'm just saying,
37
like,
shots in a basketball game.
like it ain't.
That's
like,
crazy.
The 37 one time, like when you're talking about like the James Hardens, the Seth Currys, you're talking about KD, LeBron, and Allen Iversons, Cobes, even T-Mac. Right now, you're talking about Luka. You're talking about SGA. Shit. Probably Embiid is the only one that you really have to be in shape, like to be able to sustain taking that many shots a night.
Yeah, Tyrese Maxey shot that bitch 31 times, 32 times.
I'm pretty sure he's leading the league in shot attempts.
He is.
Maxey?
Right, he's first. He is first.
Oh, yeah,
right
he
now.
putting that.
Y'all go ahead and chill.
But think about it.
Play
He has
front to
to
back,
pick and
back
roll.
to
He got to
back.
run a fast break. Like the man is going to be in shape to do that. Like you have to be to be a scorer at any level. You have to be in shape. High school, to be a scorer, like you're gonna get double teamed, triple teamed. If you're the guard, you're gonna be pressed, trapped. You gotta be in shape. That's the key thing to all success for an athlete, being in top tier shape.
Yeah.
Like Curry, top tier, to run around all day, shape.
Yeah.
37 shots is a. I respect it, Gil. No, you wasn't
37, that's the most? I would have thought it would have been more.
No, I got 2 other players. I got Karan and Antoine. They ain't playing that shit.
37 shots.
So Lakers 4 games this season. First 2 games, Bron, a little shaky, had that great game 3 against the Kings. Game 4, probably his worst game of the season so far. He's previously said that he wants to play all 82 games this season if he can stay healthy. But what's a realistic number of
That's not
games
gonna happen.
LeBron should play to put the Lakers in the best position to make a playoff run? Because at some point, he's 39, about to be 40. Let's just be real. And if we watch starting 5, we know he wasn't happy about the minutes restriction last year, so he's not going to do what Dwight Howard suggested Embiid should do, play less minutes to play more games. So what is that number that we think, just looking at this squad, obviously extremely small sample size at this point in the season, AD playing the way he's playing?
68.
Yeah, I was gonna say 70.
I was going to say 70.
70, yeah. 70. Like that was when I was like
60,
12.
70,
Yeah.
But I'm thinking about looking at his numbers. I'm like, well, usually be anywhere. He gonna be make sure he's eligible for whatever the fuck he can get.
He playing at least 60.
Shit, so he's playing at least 65.
Okay.
Yeah, that bench
Right.
gonna have to get it together though. Because the minutes that starting group is playing is insane.
Like if I'm him and I'm them, the Lakers, the first, November, December, January, for the most part, I'm gonna try to get as many games I can possibly get in. And then, try to get us in a nice position. And then I can tail off at the end and miss games if I have to.
And we've talked about that before, importance of getting off to a good start to give yourself that runway on the back end of the season to gear up, regroup.
Happen. Injury, anything can happen. So.
I know what we're looking at with our eyes, right? We're looking at LeBron James, but you still have to consider that he is the age he is, right? He's not stopping Father Time, he's slowing it down a little bit, but you can see it creeps in from here and there, right? He's on the upside of 39, right? There's only been Kareem and him for the most part. So you really gotta just be mindful that he is 39 years old, and you gotta be careful with the wear and tear, right? You still want him for the playoffs if we're gonna be any chance. Because if he go down or he can't play, or if these are the type of performances he's gonna have in the playoffs, we have no shot of winning. We don't need him to have a triple-double in the fourth quarter. We don't need that shit. But just him giving us 20, 10, 7, 25, 17, 8, we good. We're in good, especially if AD's playing the way AD's playing.
What's a realistic number of games for Bronny to play this season?
Realistically,
Like 10.
he'll play against probably, he'll get in against Portland a few times, right?
Hopefully.
Hopefully, if they come into play, Portland a few times, Toronto
Detroit.
a couple times, Detroit if we ain't, Detroit. Who else out there?
Spurs.
They got Cleveland tomorrow.
No, we ain't gonna get in them Cleveland.
Imagine you're going to see the floor.
Spurs maybe. Right, those games where you're gonna blow them out, you're gonna be up 18, 15 with 5 minutes left, you get in.
Oh, y'all act like it's going. See, y'all just want to be naive and not speak. There's going to be a few of them games where y'all on the other side of that.
Oh yeah. No.
Okay, I don't know.
We might, no. Boston maybe, we might fuck around, get our head beat in. One of those games.
I got the two Celtics games, the scheduled wins, Gil. Unfortunately, so scheduled wins.
And it might be a 1-1, he go down there, he plays well, New York.
Scheduled wins.
LeBron always comes to show up in New York. He gonna play well in Miami. Shit, Cleveland. You're gonna right. So you got to think about some of those teams. But I'll say
What do you got? In one
There's going to be
now?
some shellac.
12 to 19 games.
He's going to appear in.
He appear in.
He's splitting time with the G League now, too.
If he's spending time with the G League, then
Don't think so.
and I'll tell you when they'll send him down to the G League. They'll send him down to the G League when they go play like a Boston, Bucks, Philly, New York type of schedule where it's like these gonna all be some tough games. You're not gonna get in. Just come down here, get some time and play.
Yeah.
Right, but for the most part, you're gonna try to keep him up as much as possible just so he can get the training, the playing, the professionalism, right? But that goes for everybody. That goes for all bench players, right? That goes for everyone. Like some of these number ones and top 5 players, you got Rob, young Rob Dillingham, like, right? He's sitting there like, yo, can we get some blowouts? Come on, hurry up. I'm trying to get in. I'm trying to show the world what I can do. But that goes for everybody that's number 15, 14, 13. You just waiting for a blowout so you can get the fuck in the game. Because practice don't matter. You can bust my ass in practice all day. That doesn't matter. The only time a coach is really going to evaluate you is in the game. And the only time I'm going to get in the game at being a second round pick or a late first round pick, shit, on some of these teams, a top 5 pick is during the blowout and they can put me in and I can show what I can in 5 to 3 minutes.
So we've spoken about the Lakers' need for another big man to help AD shift him over to 4 a little bit more. According to Jovan Buha from The Athletic, the Lakers are interested in Walker Kessler of the Utah Jazz. So longtime NBA reporter Mark Stein says that the Jazz were asking for 2 first-round picks for Kessler over the summer. Classic Danny Ainge move. Guess Danny Ainge who you're negotiating with. He gonna make you run them pockets. Kessler finished 3rd in Rookie of the Year voting just 2 seasons ago, averages 2.5 blocks per game in his career. Will Walker Kessler be a good fit for the Lakers roster? Is he worth 2 first-rounders? 7 foot, he's averaging 11 points, 10 rebounds, I believe, this season.
2 first-round picks.
Who turned that down? Who turned it down?
Who turned what down?
Who turned down to keep their 2 first-round picks?
That's just the reports of what the going rate was for him.
That was the asking price? And the Lakers didn't say,
They need somebody.
7-footer.
They need somebody.
all right, because I don't know if the Lakers know their draft history.
Got some excellent value at the 55th pick this past, right, and the 17th pick with Dalton Connect. Yeah. Okay. A+ grade on their draft this past summer.
Okay, Magic James Worthy. Right? Okay, then you got AC Green. Then you got Vlade Divac. I'm just trying to say all the picks that they. Then you got Vlade Divac at 26. You got Eldon Campbell.
Ooh. Quality drafting.
Anthony Pillar 15. George Lynch. Nick Van Exel 2nd round. George Lynch 12. So Eddie Jones. Eddie Jones is their best pick since Magic Johnson. Oh, Julius Randle.
Nick Van Exel, I'm gonna be a little biased.
Nick Van Exel, 2nd round pick. But you know what I mean? So you're talking about
Quick, yeah.
D'Angelo Russell, Brandon Ingram. So it's not like you keep the fucking picks. D'Angelo Russell, Brandon Ingram, Lonzo, all number 2
You're going to
picks.
trade their asses anyway, I think is the point you're making. So why not just
What
do
I'm
it?
saying is,
Yeah.
you don't hold no value to your picks anyway. You're the Lakers. You have made your greatness through trades. You're traded for Shaquille O'Neal. You're traded for Kobe Bryant. You're traded for Paul Gasol. You're traded for Dwight Howard. Like all the superstars that's ever played, you're traded for LeBron James in a free agent, Anthony Davis in a free agent. Your team is built on.
Traded for AD.
What I'm saying, and your team is built on, your legacy is built on what you do in trading, not what you draft. Yeah, you got Magic. You traded for Kareem. Right? So you're talking about you can't get Kessler to take away some picks that's going to be what?
Yeah.
17 to 30 any motherfucking way?
Probably closer to 30 if I had to guess.
This motherfucking dude.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, you acting like you're going to keep a top. Like, there's nothing in your history that says you're going to keep your top 5 pick. Because you never have.
Never have.
In the 80s, you did. In the 90s, moving forward, you got rid of those. You got rid of them.
You think JJ will be a coach that like changes that? Because they are gonna have to go into a rebuilding at some point. So you think JJ? I mean, they have AD. How long is Bron gonna play? Forever.
Especially since Bron is gonna for the next. Bron, I have Bron for 3 years. So why wouldn't I trade? Why wouldn't I trade that for Kessler and you get the next 2 number 1 picks or first round picks?
Yeah.
We're gonna be damn near a playoff team, so that ain't gonna
Utah's
be shit.
in straight rebuild
And you
right
can make
now.
them protected. You can make one of them for like lottery protected.
Utah just looking for picks. They'll
Yeah,
do
they
anything to
don't.
get off there.
Yeah, them not taking that. That is strange because Lakers are in a win now type mentality, and the Jazz are.
What did they give up for? What did they give up for Donovan Mitchell again?
Let me pull it up, Gil.
2 jazz festival tickets that's not in Utah, like an extra concubine. I don't know what the fuck did they give up for.
forgot that he
Like, because obviously it wasn't good enough to make the news, but they gave up something.
Did they?
Right?
What did they give up?
3 first-round picks,
Damn.
2 first-round swaps.
Yeah,
I
that
think
dude
Colin
was
Sexton.
Gilbert.
Marketing was the best player.
Oh, marketing. Yeah. Wait. Oh, yeah, they got rid of Donovan, got marketing. right? That was really the main point. Okay.
So you like the Walker Kessler trade? Give up those first. As the kids say, fuck them picks. Just give us Walker.
What do you
Kessler.
need him for right now?
Exactly.
Don't need 'em.
But we'll keep this moving to the other side of LA, Inglewood to be exact. Kawhi Leonard's yet to play a game this season as he remains out indefinitely while rehabbing knee inflammation. But things took an interesting turn last week when Chris Haynes broke the news that Kawhi's personal trainer filed a lawsuit against the Clippers for wrongful termination, in part for raising concerns about the management of Kawhi's health issues. So according to allegations in the suit by Randy Shelton, who worked with Kawhi at San Diego State, spent several years with him when he was with the Spurs, and joined the Clippers staff shortly after Kawhi joined the team in 2019. Shelton says when Kawhi suffered an ACL tear in his right knee in the second round of the playoffs in 2021, which required surgery in July of that year, the recovery target should have been 730 days, but the Clippers considered that timeline unacceptable. Shelton claims that in a meeting in August of 2022, he met with Clippers medical staff and the team opted instead to use load management for Kawhi with restricted minutes and no back-to-backs. So after missing the 21-22 season, Kawhi returned to the court in October of 2022, just 16 months after the ACL injury, continued to suffer setbacks that season. Shelton also accuses the Clippers of tampering years prior to signing Kawhi. So Clippers released a statement in regards to the lawsuit, which in part said the following. Mr. Shelton's claims were investigated and found to be without merit. We honored Mr. Shelton's employment contract and paid him in full. This lawsuit is a belated attempt to shake down the Clippers based on accusations that Mr. Shelton should know are false. So what's your reaction to the lawsuit from Kawhi's trainer alleging the team mismanaged Kawhi's injury?
Well, good luck finding a job. Because, at the end, I'm gonna just be honest with you. I mean, you're making a lawsuit for Kawhi. That's Kawhi's lawsuit. That's not your lawsuit. That is a Kawhi. They mismanaged my knee. Like this has nothing to do with you, but you want to use it to sue that you got fired because of what? How do you prove that? You got writing? You got that? They can just say you were just a horrible trainer. You know what I mean?
They paid you.
Huh?
And they paid
And I
him.
paid you. Like, he was horrible. He was putting this in and that. Like, that's It's always LA Fitness. You can be LA Fitness trainer because I'm gonna just be honest with you, man. Lawsuits like this, hearsay.
You can be an Equinox trainer, you have to be LA Fitness?
I mean,
24?
I mean, you got bougie people at Equinox.
Bally's?
You got bougie people at Equinox. You go to Equinox, right?
I do go to the local Equinox. I am bougie,
Equinox is nice.
Right? It's just one of those lawsuits, man. You can't, like, I get you try to use the scare tactic. But once you foul it and make it a thing, it's not a scare tactic anymore. Now you got to prove your claims. It's easier to get money by, I'm gonna do it, and hopefully they pay you off. But once you do it, you're just wasting your damn time. You're gonna lose money on this because you got to hire a lawyer, you got to do all this. You're not gonna win the case, and then you lost money. It was a nice try. But how do you prove that they were tampering? You got emails? You got emails between?
He claims he had several conversations.
Kawhi's personal.
Ooh, he had? Really?
I don't care either way.
Wait, what was his?
I didn't know Laura.
I support tampering.
Did he work for the Clippers or
He worked for the
Kawhi?
Clippers. They brought him on
For
to the
Kawhi?
staff, but he was Kawhi's, I believe.
No, what I'm saying is, even if he's not Kawhi, if he's Kawhi's trainer and he's away, and I'm the general manager, and I call him to ask about how Kawhi's doing,
Yeah.
it's not tampering.
I'm a fan of tampering, as you know.
Well, I'm just saying it's not considered.
Well, you never know, bro.
I need to know what his knees like. I mean, you're his
But it
personal
just
trainer.
ain't solely about that. Like,
But what about the
listen,
claim, just the
bro.
recovery time? It was supposed to be closer to 2 years, and he was back out there in 16 months.
Ain't that close to 2 years?
Not close enough.
Yes.
But who's? I mean, so
I'm just saying, ain't that close
Yeah,
to
but it's
now. But what I'm saying is, so a doctor has to say this is what the doctor said. They told the doctor, right? And then you still got Kawhi.
Right, Kawhi is a grown-up man.
I mean, He knows not to go on the court. He did it in San Antonio. Right? History is just history. When he knew he wasn't ready, he didn't step on that court. So, but again, this is Kawhi's claim that I was supposed to blah, blah, blah.
No, he did it for wrongful termination.
Huh?
It's wrongful termination.
But how do you, now you got to prove that.
Yeah.
You don't have to really prove it.
Just settle out of court.
Yeah, you can just say, I mean,
Settle out of court.
Huh?
We're set out of court right now for $250.
I mean, they said they paid him, right? So you can still,
I paid you.
Fuck it,
can you still
$1.50 in some envelopes.
still sue for wrongful termination if they pay you for your whole.
No.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah,
can't.
so-
It's future earnings.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing. This is where the court law comes into play, and you got to read them fucking books, and it's future earnings and
Well,
all
then you
this
gotta have
other shit
enough
that
proof
comes
for
into
that.
play. Then they bring up now he got to pay for insurance, and now when he was having all that, so it's you never know, man.
Was he future in
And
it?
they'll sell this shit just to make it go away.
And that's what he's hoping on.
Yeah.
Well, Steve Ballmer got it.
Just give me a little
Right,
bit of money.
Steve
Steve Ballmer
pocket
don't want
change.
that. Yeah, whatever it is, get here. Like,
So,
but who's to stop somebody else from shaking them down? That'd be the thought. But
well, let's talk about the Clippers in general now without Kawhi. Obviously, before the season started, we were down on the squad, didn't think they would necessarily be a playoff team. OKC has the ability to swap that pick. But 2-1 start this season, only loss was to the Suns at home into a dome, home court advantage. But James Harden so far this season, 24 points, league-leading 12 assists, 8 rebounds, taking 19 shots a game. Ivica Zubac, who you weren't super high on, Kenyon.
I just said he's not a starting five. I ain't never said the kid
Okay.
couldn't play.
Okay.
Jesus
You weren't
Christ.
super high on him.
Why? Because I said he's not a starting five?
He's not a top 30 big man in the league.
I said he's not. I don't think he's a
Okay.
starting
Well,
five.
all right.
It's just my opinion. But I didn't say he
And
couldn't play. No, I didn't say he can't play.
No, but he's
I've always said he's very serviceable.
exceeding expectations.
So yeah,
So far this
not
season.
high on him. No, I,
Hey, now that's crazy when he just said it. It kind of
Right.
like when he says, so he's not top 30, and you have to wait.
Yeah.
He's top 30, but
That's all.
but he's still not a starter. like because I know what he means. Like not on a good team.
Yeah.
Right. You know, any team from 25 on. Yeah, you can start there. But any team that has a real shot is basically what he said. I think.
Well, that's fair, because that is a fair assessment right now. But has been started the season, playing well, 23 league leading, 14
Kenny said he
rebounds.
fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Like,
I did not say that.
basically, motherfucker.
Weren't super high on him as a starting
In
center.
other words.
You were high on him as a
In other
starting
words.
center. I didn't say you said he was high boo-boo. Like,
In other words.
he's serviceable. But overperforming,
Very
we can all admit that. He's
Exceeding expectations.
exceeding expectations right now. We didn't expect him to come out and be averaging 23-14 at any point in the season. But also Norman Powell averaging 25. So Clippers have somewhat of a big three.
They got 3 people averaging 20 plus?
But it's 3 games. They're 2-1 though.
Don't matter. Okay.
We talked about the home court advantage into a dome. See the way this squad, kind of their young crew is rallying behind each other.
The problem is, we know what their goal was. Their goal was to try to win a championship when they got Kawhi and PG.
Yeah.
Right? We can just say they're way far removed from that idea.
Playoff is their championship.
So I'm thinking, why we keep thinking that they're going to win a championship or be in that race? Making the playoffs? Yeah, they're capable. Winning the playoff round?
think it's a possibility. And that's all I was getting
Depending
at.
on who they match up with.
You know what I mean? Just, they can take somebody to 7 games, right? And be exciting and
Even without, without Kawhi, you would hope at some point Kawhi will come back to this squad, but
if Kawhi come back, they can probably win that round.
beyond that,
No.
Cancun on 3.
There's
Cabo also a nice location.
they don't have any depth. They have depth. They don't have any. They don't have experience all across the board to be very successful in the playoffs, right? It's like Houston. It's like the Houston that we see today with a couple of veteran players, right? It's old and really young.
And you point out they could be, if Harden can get to a shade of kind of what he was with the Rockets, they could be a version of that Rockets Harden squad.
And it seems like right now he's trying to average about 25 and lead the league in assists.
Yeah.
And, that's what it's looking like right now. And there's going to be some games where, of course, he's going to go for 40, but I think he's trying to stay within that, 25 to 11, 12 assist range.
For sure. And Ken, what are your thoughts on the Clippers early in the season, 2-1 start, wins at, Golden State and Denver? Which I thought was a big win, but
There's
Nuggets.
only one team that really matters that they 1-2 right now is Philly because they ain't got their players. I really don't care after 3 games. I'm just being blatantly honest, bro.
Yeah.
It's 3 games.
That's all we have, though.
I feel we're talking it out, but
How many games until we can formulate
I'm not
actual
putting
opinions about
25.
teams? You said
You think
25?
25?
25 games?
I'll be like, y'all gonna be all right.
Yeah, no, you can be all right, and then you still got to wait till January, February, and see what team has that urgency after.
Yeah.
Because obviously, no offense, we looked great at the beginning of the season last year.
Yeah.
And one.
Then we struggled, and then we fighting and clawing the rest of the season.
Yeah, and that's what it could be. So for 3 games, I get it, what we're talking about and what we're seeing, and Anthony Davis is playing great for his squad, which we expect him to do throughout the season, which a good start was needed in that regard. Other teams, I really don't.
Focus on the Sixers.
No, not even that. It's 3 games, bruh.
Hey, we got to keep these lights on.
It's a week, bro.
We got to keep these lights
First
on.
week of the
It's a good week.
It is, no, we talking
Every week we go
This ain't football. It's just a week.
but-
3 games in a week.
I'm with it.
But where we thought, because if that team would have got smacked by 20 in all 3 of those games,
Doesn't matter.
just 3 games, but we
I would have said the same thing.
would have looked at them saying,
It's 3 games, bro. Let's relax here.
It's one of those things. You just looking at the potential of what a team can be, right? There's some teams that's winning games, and you're like, you're gonna struggle a little bit later, right?
Depends how they look.
Yeah, depending on how you look, you got to look at it and just be like, all right, wait a minute.
Because therefore, I take Philly, right? I've been looking at them, it looks bad. But I got to take into account they are missing
2 very important pieces.
averaging 15 assists a night. They're 30th in the league, right? That's
You're missing the guy who gets all this.
so.
There you go.
So things like that, right? I have to look at, and this other situation, you're like, okay, those guys are playing well. They need to play well right now. Other teams, they really need to play well first 10 games out. They need that. So these first 3 games are very important to them.
Yeah.
Other teams, not so much.
Yeah, the Sixers shouldn't
Yeah,
worry.
like I said, the Boston Celtics, we knew gonna hit the ground running. The Boston Celtics might run off 17 straight or some shit. You never
You never know, yeah, right?
You never know, because they are seasoned, right? Their last year, they didn't miss nothing. They have the chemistry that other teams are searching for already because they didn't replace anything. They played without Porzingis last year, so that's not. Al Horford was already there on Porzingis, so they're not missing nothing. We expected them to hit the ground running.
Yep.
Right? So
Even without Porzingis.
Yeah, even without Porzingis. Other than that, it's like, all right, let's see what else everybody got. Right? Even with New York making a trade. We really don't know, right? Minnesota really didn't expect. Phoenix probably the other team who was like, y'all should fucking get off to a better start this year, right? Other than that, it's like, all right, let's see. Let's see what these teams gonna be, right? And that's just where I approach it. I don't, like I said, it's not the NFL. Where
0-2, 0-3 NFL.
0-2, or like when some of the Ravens guys started 0-2, people was like, oh shit, man, they going, right? So it's that, right? Yeah. So you can start the season 0-3, 0-4, and
not a big deal.
it's not a big deal.
Same way you can start 3-0,
3-0, 4-5, and by January 1st, you sell them in 22. Right? You got off to a 5-0 start.
This is fact.
Yeah. They ain't won since October 31st, like some shit like that. Like, God damn, it's February. Right? But it happens. So
The Pistons.
because it's too many games, man. I get it.
Yeah,
You got
think
young,
25.
so you got. This is the saying, and to most sports, early in the season, bad teams don't know they bad. Say that again. bad teams don't know they bad because everybody's record is 0-0 and it's a fresh, clean slate. You got young guys coming to the league, energy, new situations, energetic, before injuries, all these things. So,
Real talk.
Like, there's only 2 teams that they should be starting, push the panic button right now. I don't give a fuck what they talking about. Whatever speech they got inside their little meeting rooms and
Denver.
Denver and Bucks.
Yes.
Those 2 teams right now should be sitting there like, yo, what's going on?
yeah, okay.
Because
I give you that.
our core's here,
I give you that.
right? Our core's here and we're struggling. We don't have a superstar coming in that's messing up the rhythm. Our core's struggling, and we have been playing teams that we're supposed to knock out.
That's real talk. And we will talk about one of those teams shortly. We'll wait for Mr. B to come back to the couch before talking about Doc Rivers and the Milwaukee Bucks.
You lost to the Bulls
And the Nets.
and the Nets. Like, really?
Yes.
Like you're 1-3, and you supposed, as the team you have, you're supposed to be 3-1. We didn't think you was gonna beat Boston.
You got your 1 and 2 or 1A and 1B.
You got 1A and 1B.
1B.
You got one.
You're not supposed to lose to the Bulls and the Nets. Not in the first week of the season.
Like you're
Not
supposed
at-
to be,
and not
you're
at
supposed to be 3-0, and then you playing Boston with confidence.
I forgot about Milwaukee here in Denver.
Right, you're supposed to be playing with some confidence, like yeah, and take them down to the bricks. Like, you lose 3-1. But being 1-3, not for you guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because you beat Philly, who is undermanned, right? They're in the same boat as them other teams.
Yep. Without their
That's
stars,
it.
that's the same.
That's it.
Right.
They've lost everyone else.
It's a little tough. A little shaky in the 4-1-4. But let's keep this thing
Shit, and
moving.
put Maxi's probably the best player that they played on those.
Zach.
Oh, Zach.
But still,
Zach Levine been killing.
So Gil's Arena merch is finally here. Go to gilsarenamerch.com. That is gilsarenamerch.com for access to our first drop. There's a link here in the video, and you can also find the link in the chat and the show description. If you like what you've seen us rocking on the show, head over to gilsarenamerch.com for the latest. All right, well, let's stay in the Western Conference.
hold on a second. I just laughed at something. You asked me if I had these in my closet already. Like, that what you, like, do you think I had these motherfuckers in my closet
I
already?
did.
We
I
know you
did.
like to throw down on the...
I would agree too. Like, I think you do got the barbecue 5s.
Because you be barbecuing. Why would you not have them?
No.
We know you like to throw down. I'm just
Look
more
at
surprised you were able to find your size.
Oh, it was the last
This
one.
whole
Bottom
outfit
row
is
at
hilarious.
Wally World, baby. Yeah. Hey. Look at these, man. They had some green ones that wasn't quite this. Yeah,
Those
these
are perfect.
these amazing.
Are they comfortable?
Actually, they are.
See?
Are you
But I
gonna
won't
keep
wear
them?
these. I won't wear these motherfuckers again. Yeah, these. Yeah, I might put these in the back, let Jack have at it. Let
You got
the
to
dog chew on these.
hang them up on Gil's wall.
You know what I'm talking about?
The wall of fame.
These are historic.
Can't use grill shoes. But after a shaky preseason, Klay Thompson is fitting in quite well in Dallas. The Mavericks improved to 2-1 with the 110-102 win last night against the Jazz. Klay dropped 18 points on 7 for 15 from the field, including 4 threes made in the game. So Kyrie led the Mavs with 23 points and 9 assists. Luka struggled from the field after his 40-piece, but he went 5 for 22, had 15 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists. So as for Klay, his signature hot shooting has translated to his new team. According to Stat Mamba, his 15 threes made over his first 3 games are the most for a player joining a new team in NBA history. And he's shooting 46% from deep so far this season. Can you 15 threes in 3
Oh no,
games?
man! I just hate stats, man.
Stat for
I hate-
everything.
I fucking hate this shit.
Can we make a T-shirt, please?
It is. He's made them. I get it. Yes, congratulations. Yes. But it's just people that sit around and just pull these numbers out the fucking air. Like let's go back in history and see who's made fit. Like
That's what they put. Like when you're trying to make something look a certain way.
Yeah, you
Find the stat.
Because you have to. So it's
somebody has made 14 before.
yeah.
Or somebody that made like.
I
it's
love the
like,
stats.
But when
it's
they
like
did
20
14, nobody
points.
knew about it.
Nobody said anything,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, nobody.
So this is like,
Like, they're like 20 points,
'cause I
5
guarantee you, when
rebounds,
he makes
4
what-
assists, like just random
it
numbers.
was random number, like shooting 37.5% from, like, fuck, man, like.
The Knicks did it with Mikal Bridges and his shooting, and said he's the only person he's one of 3 people to shoot. I think it was like 40+% in the last 6 quarters. Like it was just
Like,
this
what?
weird, like it was just
Out of
something.
3
It was just something so weird. You're like,
Where did
what's
this
the
come
point?
from?
like, what's the fucking point is this? Like, it was like he was
So
4
random.
for 10. The other 2, 11 for 22, right? And then you had one who's only missed 4 threes. Like he was like 4 for 18. I'm like, they're not even the same. Like you're dumbing down these people's stats to fit them in.
Absolutely.
For what? What is the purpose?
For a tweet.
I fucking,
Just for a tweet, yeah. Just
I go ahead and do your job.
just like he's shooting 40% cool. Like
Tell me that shit.
Can you have me reevaluate some things with my life? So I may have
Yeah,
to.
I just like make 50 on this new team. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Duh.
just give us the good stats.
we know Klay can shoot.
yeah, we.
Right, are we
Clay's last game with the Warriors, though, 0 for 10. Preseason.
He said, I thought it was a good
It's
stat.
a great stat.
I don't think no better relax you, Steve.
Like, so if he hits, so basically, does anybody know, oh, how about this?
5. No, Gil, because you're going to ask some shit we don't know the answer to.
No, I'm gonna, like, this is the, like, okay, so in the last 3 games, right, 15 is the most. What's 4th game? Is it 15? So if he makes one more, are they gonna put it out?
Yeah.
He's the only person in history, like,
16 over first 4 games.
games.
Like,
Are you just gonna keep adding?
yeah. Every game is a new.
It's gonna be a new record.
It's a
'cause
new
they
record.
never
Every
had a
game he
Klay
plays
Thompson
from here on
type
out.
of
If
shooter.
you
Why
go by this, right?
Why can't just say he's playing very well? We didn't expect this shit. Like, just say that.
Like,
Because you want to quantify
Right,
it
no, now
with
everyone,
information that
everyone
supports.
gotta
15 threes.
take back all the shit
Most
they
for a
was
player
talking.
joining a new team in the first 3 games.
Man.
I love when stats matter until you use it to someone who's already good. You're like, oh, no, you can't use stats. How did it look? Like, get the fuck out of here.
We are a narrative-based society. We can shift those however we want. But Klay, obviously, 0 for 10 his last game for the Warriors. This preseason, he shot 24% from the field, was 6 for 18 from 3. Like I mentioned, he's shooting 46% from deep so far. Again, 3 games, small sample size. Nothing to get overwhelmed by. But what has changed for Klay in Dallas so far? And are you surprised to see him clicking with the Mavs this quickly?
No.
You'll put your phone
You
down.
see all them damn wide open threes he's getting? I don't think he's seen wide open shots like that in some time.
since they
so,
played, since he was on the team with Steph and KD.
Yeah.
The last time he got this open and going to be this open, he played with 2 number 1s. You're playing with 2 number 1s now.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to be fucking wide open. And he's a marksman, so he's going to shoot the ball well, so this is no surprise.
No surprise at all.
Not to people that really know basketball and watch the game. Like, I don't... P.J. Washington going to play better. Everybody, he's going to do what he do.
I feel bad for Klay. Because he shot 38% from the three-point line last year, 43 from the field, 92 from the from the free throw line, 92% from the free throw line.
And couldn't get his bread.
Averaged 18 points. Now, if you take his name off, if you take his name
How much
off of
money?
his stats,
Paid. No question.
everybody
Lining up.
lining up.
You just
Give me him.
put a silhouette with them stats
Just the
behind
stats.
this
A
door
blank-
right
How
here.
much would you pay?
Right? No age or nothing. Listen, no age, just his stats, his size,
Just
6'7", 2 whatever, and his stats. Guaranteed.
Every single team.
30, 40 million per year. Not even gonna question it.
Not at all.
And the fact they made him seem like they acting like he was 2 for 58 from the field and had this horrible
Shot 28%
output.
3.
Like, this is the man who got benched, and he probably got benched for a dude who averaged 5. average 5, shooting 60%. Yeah, he's easy to shoot 60%.
You see
He's
how
done
he's
took him
playing
7
now.
shots the whole season.
Well, you see who he got benched for is playing right now.
But
Doesn't make no sense.
That's when
Like, no shade to him.
not understanding basketball.
Oh, yeah.
You let someone go.
You said there's shade.
You let this no, it's big shade.
Big shade.
You left someone go and you benched me for him.
Yeah.
He showed you he wasn't him when you benched me for him. You let me go, didn't want to sign me, and you see what you got.
Yeah.
To the point where you had to go get someone else. And you're pumping him up like he's him.
They're trying.
Buddy Hield is playing very well right now. If he had Klay's stats coming in, y'all would have gave that man 120. If Buddy Hield would have had Klay Thompson's stats when he was a free agent, and that become the problem, man. When you write a player off, you don't look at his stats. No, you don't look at nothing. You look for what you want to look for.
You don't really see what you want to see.
Yeah, you like he shot 50%. It don't even look the way.
How did you shoot on Wednesday?
like a LeBron hater. Look, he got stopped. No, he's 39, right? Oh no. You treat him like he's 25. Look at him. He's shooting these jump shots. Look at his fadeaway terrible. He missed 3 free throws. Like he's trash.
He ain't got 6.
Worst player in history. That's what you do. When you really don't like when you really want to make what he's doing irrelevant, you look at what you want to look at. Just like people who, I'm pretty sure Klay fans you want him to show how great he's playing, so you're pulling in stats. This is the only person in history that's made, 15 threes in the first 3 games. When you don't really need the stat, the motherfucker's playing well. How about that?
Good, you mentioned Buddy Hield.
He's averaging 19.
Mentioned Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield had 22 points in 15 minutes in the Warriors season opener against the Blazers. 27 points in 20 minutes in their win against the Jazz, with only 8 points.
Okay, well,
Against the
Blazers
Clippers.
and the Jazz.
5 for 7 in the first game from 3, 7 for 9.
Blazers and the Jazz.
He's playing
second game.
very well. What did he average last year?
So he hit 13 threes in his first 3 games. The Clay's 15.
With a new team.
First.
Not 15, though.
He's second.
Not 15.
So,
It is not 15.
So if he makes 3 more and Klay go 0 for his next game, so he's
Is he going to be the first
So Buddy
one to
averaging
16.
4 games?
Buddy averaging 19 and 5 this season.
And he averaged
And
This
12
season.
last year?
See, is he averaging 19 and 5 and Klay's averaging 19 and 7? Right there, I mean,
It's fair.
it's you know what I mean? It's
moving furniture. Should have stuck with your guy.
Sickos. I don't know.
the problem wasn't the problem wasn't Klay.
Yeah.
The problem was,
It started
mental.
man.
His mentality, like, come on, you're talking to a guy who's loyal to you. You didn't
Started
pay him,
previous
so
summer.
like he's waking up fucked up. Like they acting like that doesn't it happen.
Well, they not only didn't pay him, but then they started this weird narrative about him all season long, and then you put him on the bench.
I mean, how about this? If you really think that the mental's not working, how about this? You go into a fight, and I tell you your wife is cheating on you right now. I guarantee you, you ain't focused. Either you gonna kill this dude or you gonna get knocked out.
Yeah.
Just the thought process. He is not really in front of you. You thinking about, right? You thinking about, oh shit, how long she been? You thinking about that?
Yeah.
That's what happens. Like.
Yeah, and that's bullshit on Steve Kerr's behalf, because it's the media asking you questions in your post-game press conferences and pre-game about the man shooting, and you
Answering.
answering it. Like, all your answers should have been is, man, Klay's a part of this, he's been a part of this, and gonna be a part of this. That's all your answer fucking should have been. Mm-hmm. Right?
Hey, the mechanics look fine to me.
Look
The
fine.
shot look fine to me. It's just not falling in. Hey, we might need to check the rim, make sure it is,
Yeah.
It's all right. Steve Kerr has shown his ass the last year.
I'd have had a measurement up there, chicken.
Yeah.
Is the rim
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah. Hey, Klay, this was good tonight. I would have made it,
Hey, order 2 new ones in there. We need 2 new ones.
2 new ones.
Burn these.
Yeah, we might have to go back to the Oakland Arena. He might not like this arena.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
Like every opportunity he had to uplift Klay, he did the opposite.
Total opposite. Yeah.
And just fun fact on Buddy Hill real quick, since I know you guys care. Got his nickname from his mother after Bud Bundy from Married with Children. I thought his name was Buddy the whole time. Thought that was government.
What's his name?
Not
Not
his
Buddy Hill?
name?
No, like Chavano or something is his first real name.
Oh,
So yeah.
So you thought
Yeah.
I thought his name was Buddy.
Hey, I'm a simple man.
I didn't think his name was
And
Buddy.
what's so funny is I
got
didn't.
basketball
I'm gonna just be honest, Kenyon. I didn't even question the name Buddy. I
didn't either.
I done heard so many fucked up names. It's just Buddy Hill. It really
It
has a ring to
flows.
it.
no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course it flows.
It's a nice,
not
cute
that
little name.
My name is Gilbert.
Yes.
My daddy gave it.
Your name Buddy.
I might choose Buddy over Gilbert.
Yeah.
As I had a
I'll
conversation,
take Buddy.
had a
Buddy
con-
Arenas.
Had a
Fuck it.
conversation with a gentleman the other night. I went to dinner the other night. One of my neighbors, he invited me because they was going to dinner, and my neighbor know the guy he's going with. He's like you guys, don't think past fucking nothing,
Very good looking and intelligent.
and fucking introduced told me the man name was Bob. And introduced him as Bob, and when he got ready, and he said, "Yo," he come in and say, "Bob is on his way in." I looked at him in my exact words, like, "Are you sure his name not Robert?" He said, "No, I don't think so. I think it's Bob." I said, "Bob, a rough name, dog. For you to name your kid Bob, just Bob, that's a rough name." He came in and he said, "Is your name Robert by chance?" He said, "Of course." He like, "It's tough to." He said, "My family called me Bobby. My dad goes by Bobby. They call me Bobby, but it's like
Bob.
Bob is a tough name for you to name somebody. It's like you meet somebody, he introduce himself as Dick. You're not, no, your fucking name is Richard. It's like, ain't nobody
I
just
still
gonna
don't know how
name their
that
child.
name comes
You know
from
what?
Richard.
Your name is
Can
gonna
someone
be
explain
Dick.
that?
My problem is
I never understood
Do
it.
we understand
where
why
does
that nick-
Robert and Bob connect?
I have, like-
where does Richard and Dick connect? Like how does
Let's
that
do the
work?
research on it. I have no idea.
Joe, please.
But I knew this
Somebody
from my
tell
head
us.
coach in college. People call him Bob Huggins. His fucking name is Robert Huggins.
Yeah.
That makes more sense than the Richard
no,
one,
But
though.
Rich and the Dick and Richard thing is
So where did that come from? I've always wondered that.
William and Bill, same shit.
Like,
right?
how do you
How did that? Yeah, I
Like, I
have
thought
no
the nickname was supposed
idea.
to be part of the name.
like these niggas is rappers?
One for the day, one for the day.
It's like they already do it.
Drop it in the box.
Like they doing rapper names. Like it just doesn't make sense sometimes. Like
Yeah, but it's that like.
Didn't know we were going to talk about Dick. Gil's Arena
No,
show.
funny shit is that
yesterday's
what's the name
episode-
refused. Antonio Daniels refused to call Grady Dick by his name. It's the funniest shit ever when he does the games. Antonio Daniels.
Grady Fallis.
No, he called him Grady Richard. It's the funniest.
he called him Grady Richard.
He called him Grady Richard. Oh, Grady Richard he refused that. I'm not calling that man
By his name?
by his government.
By his
Yeah,
government.
we did an informal chat with our poll. We said,
We fit-
what name would you rather have?
we did a formal
Buddy or
poll,
Gilbert?
chat
You know, they
Buddy.
pick Buddy.
I pick Buddy.
70% pick Buddy.
I pick Buddy too.
over Gilbert.
Buddy Arenas.
Gilbert?
That just rings. Buddy Arenas.
Gilbert.
Buddy. Bud.
You're one,
B-Dog.
So let me ask. So
you're one
what
of 17 remaining
B-Dog.
Gilberts.
B-Dog. I don't know.
Speaking of your name, did you ever inquire why, how, when?
Tell them what the other name was supposed to be.
Yeah, so I guess back then they were simple-minded. Guy runs in the family. Right, there was only a few. There was only a few names they went by. It was Gilbert. Well, I mean Gilberto. They just dropped the O. Ooh, right? Hippolito. Mario.
Like
Juan. Like, the fuck is a regular name?
Juan.
Because it's Cuban.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
There's 4 names to choose from.
just these the names, huh? Just you didn't hear no other name moving in school. It's like that sounds cool for when I get a kid. Just could have just called me Junior. That was a name too, and I'm pretty sure that wasn't his real name. They just called him Junior, Uncle Junior.
Yeah, I have an Uncle Junior as my family as
Yeah,
well.
is that his real name?
No.
Because I'm pretty sure Junior is not a like Junior Seyon. Was Junior his real name?
No.
Okay, see, I'm done.
Gilbert.
He could have called me Hennessy. I'd have went with that, right?
Junior Seau's real name, what, Tiana? Tiana? I don't even know. I ain't going to offend nobody, so we'll keep it moving. Give me that pronunciation, Steve. So,
Yeah, okay.
our producer would like you to know, Gil, it's not too late for you to change your name. Only costs about $450 on average.
To change your name?
We could let the chat pick a name for you if you like.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God,
could be
please
tough.
don't
No
let them do
chill.
that.
All right, well, let's keep this moving. There were 11 games.
Ocho.
Yeah,
He said the 0.
Agent Zero.
Agent 0, fucking Chad, yeah. Which he changed it, and does definitely not mean 85.
Ocho Cinco.
That definitely doesn't mean 85, which makes that even better.
85.
Cinco.
Wait, so how do you say 85?
80.
85.
80 easy.
80 and 5. That's how you say it in Spanish.
80 and 5?
Yeah,
So his name so it's just 85.
Yes.
Yes, 85.
85.
Yes.
It flowed, it cut glass.
It
though.
does, yeah, no, for him
Number
it fits.
85.
For him,
it fits, absolutely.
So 11 games around the NBA last night, but we got to show some love to a few guys that balled out with hibachi time.
Paolo.
We throwing some things on the grill. You know, we're grilling a little bit if y'all want to pull up in the chat. So Magic All-Star Paolo Banchero balled out on Monday, dropping a career-high 50 points, including 37 in the first half. We have some highlights for you to check out. Here they are. Like I said, first 50 piece in the league this season.
That's just hard.
37 in the first half.
Just bumping Siakam.
13 boys.
Oh, he has like a very interesting game.
He like 6'10".
Banchero gets down.
I'm saying, like, he's a matchup nightmare.
Used to play a little quarterback in high school. Here's how he did.
Oh my goodness.
Siakam got maybe 40 of them points in his face. I don't know.
Paolo had a career-high 50 points, 37 in the first half, 13 boards, 9 dimes, and a win over the Pacers.
Get off me.
Obviously, 1 assist shy of messing around and dropping that triple-double.
Shot clock at 10. Paolo back.
50-piece was the first in the NBA this season, and at just 21 years old, Paolo is the youngest Magic player to ever drop 50, breaking Shaq's franchise record. Shaq dropped 53 at age 22 in 1994. No, you don't care, you don't like stats, but nonetheless.
Good one.
That's a good one.
So now it's a good stat.
That's a good
Y'all like
That-
stats.
That's a real one.
Yeah, y'all like stats if they're a good one.
You ain't got to search to Google for that one.
Yeah, it ain't too hard to find.
Also, the first Magic player to score 50 since Hall of Famer Tracy McGrady had 62 back in April of 2004. Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah, I remember. I was there. Witnessed it.
He gave you all 62 of those? Mm-hmm. See, that's this honorable man right here.
You said what?
So he gave you all 62, you
Y'all.
agree? You said no. So he gave you said, mm-hmm.
Well, I'm,
Cut the clip, drop it online as such. Edit it out right before that. But through his first 4 games this season, Paolo's averaging 29. Y'all, I'm on one today. Y'all,
no, because now when you said that, cut it right there and move on. Now it makes me think of the Dwayne Wade, because the only thing we say is, who is this guy? Cut. Like, like when you think about all the clips, it's just, man, who is this guy?
That's crazy.
With that face.
That's that. Oh, y'all.
God bless the internet. As you know, the internet will do what they want.
Yeah,
Who's that guy?
I saw that. That was one of the first things I saw after it was trending. I was like, internet ain't shit.
Wait, because somebody posted the picture of the lob play with him and LeBron, and they put the face on it, and I was like, I don't get it. And then researched, and I was like,
see,
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then there's photos
Like, who is
of
this
him
person?
actually looking at the face before it was bronze or whatever, and having no problem with it. Like, oh, okay.
I mean, at that point, it's like,
It looked a little thinner around the jawline. I don't know if they just added padding that went at the finish line. I mean,
but just why did they choose that facial expression? Like, I don't.
why do they always choose something that's in action?
Just do the face. Just do the face. Find a little
Media day.
picture. Exactly.
Like, why do they have to make it an iconic pose? Just make the pose.
Do this with the fucking ball in your hand on your hip.
Yeah, keep it simple.
Yeah, that one.
Like, people don't do that.
No.
All mouths closed, dog. Like it never plays well.
Ever. Please.
But let's get back to
Enough. Sorry.
So in regards to the Wade statue, he said, if I wanted it to look like me, I'd just stand outside the arena and y'all could take photos. It don't need to look like me. It's the artistic version of a moment that happened that we're trying to cement. So D-Wade is not, I told y'all, yeah, keep fucking with D-Wade, see what happens.
I get it, it's a statue, and I think they should take a picture of it now and see if it changes in the next year or so.
Just don't say nothing. Just
More wise forever.
wait for a road trip, come back, have a thing good to go.
Storming outside in the middle of a hurricane, they out there changing that bitch out. Ain't nobody outside, nobody on the road. Perfect time.
So through the first 4 games this season, Paolo Banchero's averaging 29 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, shooting 48% from the field, 39% from deep. Again, no, it's an extremely small sample size. But did Paolo's performance change how you look at this Magic squad? You may recall this summer, he said that he thought this team could be one of the best in the East, potentially even taking the East. But when you look at this Magic team, with Paolo in his 3rd year now, no love for the Magic. See, this is...
No, to be honest, I don't think anybody watches the Magic for the team. We're watching him. Let's just be honest.
The jerseys?
I mean, it's a nice little jersey. You got 4 other players out there that's doing their part to help them out. But, no difference when, Tracy McGrady was there. You're watching just the one guy. He has taken the next step to show that, he's coming. He's going to be, pushing for, all-star, of course, all-NBA player, and something to be reckoned with, in the Eastern Conference. Their team itself being a factor now, no. 3 years from now, they keep everybody intact and they start, making progress as a unit. Yeah, 3 years from now, 2 years from now, the earliest, but this year, no, they're all still too young. This is individual development, just gaining confidence.
Do you feel like this is a solid regular season team, though? Got a lot of young players on there, a lot of young talent. Paolo, Franz Wagner, Jalen Suggs.
Man,
They're solid.
they're who they were last year.
5th in the East last year.
What I'm saying?
They don't won a playoff series.
This year, 5th or 4.
Yeah.
No
Or
matter.
I
improvement.
said maybe 3.
I don't think.
I think 3 might be their,
The ceiling.
yeah.
You think if they played very, very, very well, they can go to 3?
Yeah. I gotta see.
Boston, Philly, between them and New York.
Anywhere from 3 to 6.
Yeah. 3 is the best. Like they out there. They're cooking.
They gonna defend. Like Jamal go out and playing defense, so they gonna defend. So it's a possibility, man. Just to the point, to Gil's point, they're still young. The man KCP helps, but your core of guys are still
young,
really young. So we all know winning in the playoffs is a learned behavior that they haven't learned yet. You made it last year. Could have went either way. Series against Cleveland. If you have home court, everybody think you probably win that series. But so you're right there. And if you 4 this year and get home court, there's a chance you win the series, or there's a chance the same thing happen. You let a team come on your home floor and get a game because you're still young.
Yeah.
So all those things exist still. But good coaching staff will help you get a game or 2 when you need it.
13-win improvement on the previous season. I think they had 34 in Paolo's rookie year, 47 last year.
Yeah, no, they're gonna win 50 games this year, 50-something.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Well, 50 games last year in the
win.
East was good enough for second, I
Yeah,
believe.
so they'll win 50 games this year. High 40s, 50 games.
High 40, yeah.
Like, yeah, right around that. And if they win 55 games, it's like, oh, shit, right?
But it'd be one of those teams where it's 55, but it's Memphis.
Yeah.
55, and it's Sacramento, and they're playing Golden State, right? It's there's just going to be matchups that
your second round,
or
whatever the first round.
First round, you end up playing a team that was hurt all year. You play, Philly.
Just say Philly fuck around and be 6 and you 3.
Or you fuck.
You like,
I'm just saying.
Milwaukee or Philly fuck around and be 3, or the Knicks is 3, and you like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Or 6 or 3, either way it go, right?
It's a horrible matchup.
It's a horrible matchup for you.
Like you really want to play
Cleveland.
Cavs.
You want to play Cleveland.
That's you want to play Cavs. You don't even want to play damn near Miami. Yeah. You don't even want to play a team like that in the playoffs. Like Cavs, like you can go against them a couple times until you get your feet wet. Right? It's like sparring. That is a great opponent for them.
To get ready for a real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, the chat's saying they showing similar to the Thunders in terms of being a young squad. We saw what the Thunder did last year. Obviously, you point out they still weren't ready to make that jump. I don't think the Magic are anywhere near what the Thunder could be, but potential.
And let me show you. I'm gonna show you why they're not on the same trajectory as the Thunder. There's little things that they don't do that Thunder do. Can you pull that film back up?
Can we get that
It's
Paolo?
that first play.
Playoff run last year.
Right there. Stop it.
About that.
No one's moving.
Stop.
God
Okay,
damn.
never mind.
Go back to the beginning of it, please.
Because no one's moving.
Go back to all the way to the beginning.
Okay.
Go back. Go keep going. I want to count the dribbles.
Yeah. So you count the dribbles, then we'll go.
Go.
1,
2,
2, 3.
4.
6.
All right, so 6 dribbles. Now rewind it from the beginning.
Zapruder film.
All right, right here. Right? Stop it right here. Okay, the difference between OKC and where the Magic is right now is KCP. Is that KCP on the right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy would have slashed. Right? You know Paolo want to go right. He's going to dive so that defender's not there. So at this moment in time, that's Miles, right? You can push up on him. He can't go nowhere. His team is playing defense also. So right now, whoever the dude is who is I don't even know who this is.
Which one?
On his left side at the top.
That sucks.
No, that Suggs in the corner.
Over there.
This guy
Who
just
is that?
in the middle,
Carter.
Carter, you're in no man's land.
Wendell Carter.
Oh, that's one deal.
Like if I pass it to you, you're not gonna shoot that. This is not right. So the fact that you're there, it's just a defensive play now.
He's supposed to be in a dunker.
You should already be gone. You should have hustled, already been out of there.
Yeah.
Right. So right now your man is playing defense,
he's
and I can't even pass you the ball.
Right now. He's playing 3-on-1 right now.
Right. Those are the little things in the playoffs that you have to understand as a teammate. Cut off the line so those plays is easier for him.
And I want to point something else out. That Jalen Suggs is fucking 23 years old and that sunroof wide open.
Sunroof wide open. I can see
Wide
it too.
the fuck open.
Woo! He has had a stressful life, Ken.
I don't know. He ain't been that stressful.
Play football. He got the football helmet.
He has to be. They watch film.
Leave him alone.
Leave him alone.
We need to shave
Hell no.
it. Shave it.
Go on home, young man.
Like it's just one of those.
Ball real low, one something. He's 23. He's 6 months younger than KJ.
But
My son, same age as my son.
I say go
And
the opposite. Get the Jerry curl weave.
Yo, that thing, listen, he is literally, by March, he gonna lose more by March, and it's gonna, by this time next year, this shit gonna be wide open. All the way, skin, like scalp open.
But these are the plays, dog. Like to be honest, these are the plays that like Paolo's gonna take it, but you can see he has nowhere to go.
He got
like
nowhere to go.
this is the difference between
So,
like a good team and a great team. A great team is cutting.
Yeah.
Like if that was Drew Holiday, like Drew Holiday is back cutting.
Derek White.
They're back cut. That's the difference between two teams.
So he only took 6 dribbles. Let me just say, he only took 6 because he had no,
He had nowhere to go.
nowhere to
He
go.
had to take 6.
he had to take 6 in this moment.
When it could have just been like if those guys were gone, right, and someone slashed, it would have been one or two dribbles past Miles, and he would have been, making that layup.
Yeah.
The only thing that's what I said. The only thing that's making him dribble is he can't get the
Yeah,
angle
because his
he wants.
rhythm was gonna be boom,
Yeah.
boom to shot, and he like, oh,
Yeah.
I can't go, move.
Yeah. So those are the things. Like that's why I said like when you're talking about OKC and Magic, the difference is the OKC players know when to cut, how to cut, to make it easier. That's the difference.
Okay.
Has nothing to do with the talent. The difference is these guys that's winning more games is just these little plays.
So let's just talk.
Like they play hard on defense. It's the offense where they need to understand that when someone's trying to, go. Just get out of there.
So let's talk a little about Paolo. Paolo, Rookie of the Year, year 1. All-Star year 2, do you feel like he can emerge as an all-NBA level player year 3?
Yeah.
Yes.
He has the ability to do so.
Yeah.
They top, yeah. They're in the East.
Power
three,
forward.
top four,
He's top power forward.
Top, yeah.
So we asked the chat, can Magic be a top 3 team in the East this season? 52% said yes, 48% not rolling.
Uh-oh.
Let's talk about another team in the East. We give the Boston Celtics superstars love all the time on this program, mostly against our will. But we want to shout out their 6-man, Payton Pritchard, for his big performance and a quality win over the Milwaukee Bucks last night. Shout out P. Rabbit, Oregon's finest. Pritchard dropped 28 points off the bench, including 8 made threes, tied a Celtics record for most threes off the bench. Record set by NBA champion Eddie House back in 2009, another legend.
8 threes off the bench?
Off the bench, yeah.
And couldn't make one when they needed one to break the record.
And then, as it's become the staple of his career, this late game buzzer-beating 3, or late game 3, the end of the quarter, yes. It was Doc Rivers perplexed on the sideline.
Exhausted.
He tired already. He tired already.
I need a vacation.
Give that cameraman a raise, please.
But
'Cause that
obviously,
was funny.
Pritchard, hard-working, one of the hardest-working dudes in the league. Been like that since he was very young. Is Payton Pritchard a sneaky 6-man of the year candidate for the Celtics? Lexie, you are a resident Celtics fan.
He's not sneaky anymore.
There's no sneaky about
His
it.
green light is crazy. Like
Very well spoken.
Yeah, I love Payton Pritchard. I love him since last season, and he knows his role. He does it well. So yeah, I'm rolling with Celtics. I want them to win all of the awards, all of them, and another championship.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
it's
those are
giving,
things that you want.
giving back to back.
It's your birthday week, so we will honor and respect
It's giving back to back.
those wishes.
Say something nice.
No. I'm he's a very nice player.
Say something nice.
Is he a free agent?
Let me double check for you.
I don't know. No,
Yeah, you are
because
trying to stump the swab.
a lot of these bench shooting
No, he's under
small
contract
players
through
have been
2028.
Oh,
good.
What did he sign last year?
Believe he signed an extension yet.
Oh, okay.
He knows where home is. Yeah.
Probably very well embraced in that market.
Yeah, he is the bench, basically. Yeah.
Until
Porzingis comes back in. Yeah. Great shooting. I mean,
I'm trying to think who else could be.
he's a scorer. So, when he comes in a game, it just.
Go.
His
Him
history.
and Sam Hauser, I think, obviously too big.
His history shows he can put the ball in the basket. So, anytime he get on the court, he has the ultra green light. You got to treat him like the starter.
So you gonna shoot it?
And back media day, Jaylen Brown said one of the benefits of this Celtics squad was allowing the bench to eat against lesser teams. He used the Pistons as a reference when he made those comments. But did we ever expect that the Bucks would be one of those lesser teams in the East that their bench could be able to
No, we did not.
Damn, I was thinking about Doc Rivers already. Game 4, I'm thinking about that golf course.
It's just bad over there. It's just bad over there.
And the best part about it is, I know Doc is like, well, you can't fire me. You can, but you can't.
You gotta pay.
You know how horrible that'd look? That'd be so horrible. That you fire me and get another coach, now there's 4 of us? Like, you know what I mean?
They might as well
If
just
they
bring
did
them all
fire
back.
Doc Darvingham, waiting in the wings.
Yeah, bad to worse.
I don't know, man. They got a lot of things that's going on over there, and, I don't know if I don't know if they know what's best for the team, right? You only got a couple more games before, Giannis' brother. You're going to go ahead. Go ahead and bring him in, you know what I mean?
It may take more than one brother.
I'm just saying, we start going like 0-3, 0-4, 0-7. We do one of those, 3 out of 10. I already know what the Greek is talking about. I know he's gonna be saying stuff that I just can't address. Right? So I might as well go ahead, bring his brother in. Hey.
Stuff like what,
Can you
Gil?
talk to your
Because
brother?
Giannis, he like it doesn't seem like he takes like media very serious at all. So he just like says things. And everyone's like, oh, it's Giannis. He like
Like San Francisco would be a nice city to live in.
yeah, like he
And
just
work
says
in.
weird things and people think he's joking, but there's a little bit of truth behind some of the little jokey jokes he makes. And he's been doing it for a minute now.
He understands his power.
Yeah.
Right? He knows, like, hey, if I ain't happy, y'all gotta think about trading me. Like he like for someone that's
I might get traded.
I mean, for real, like he really, holds the gun to the organization when, like, he uses his power very well. Because, we are talking about, Milwaukee. And, after they won that championship, if it was up to them, it'd be him and just a whole bunch of other players that just don't, they be looking like the old Clippers. I got one star who gonna fill a building, everybody else get in where you fit in.
Yeah.
Mr. B not here to defend the Bucks against this onslaught. He will.
Oh, he in the chat.
Mr. B has.
Yeah, he in the chat. He said, when does Kenyon want to go eat? No, I'm just Mr. B in the chat. He got I had him quit Madden today. Early this morning too.
Yeah, y'all was up, yes.
We be up like
5:30 talking about playing video games, man. Yes, I just left the gym. I'm looking at the time, I'm like, dude, go to sleep.
6 a.m. talk about video games.
Video
Nuts.
games.
You be up early, and we still respect you for being able to make it all the way downstairs in your house.
late.
Like, last person on the couch.
Last person every single day. But we know you're here.
Yeah.
Everybody see you? Yeah, you're somewhere.
Here somewhere.
Here
Yeah,
somewhere.
This is your spot. Well, let's keep it moving. You guys talked about the Nuggets earlier. Very briefly, let's get back into it. We got to show some love to the reigning MVP, Nikola Jokic. Dropped 40 points and 10 rebounds in an overtime win over the Raptors last night. And the fact that I got to say an overtime win over the Raptors should be some cause for concern for people in Denver. That's now back-to-back 40 pieces for Jokic. No other player has done that so far in the early going this season. It's also the first time Jokic has ever done that in his career, regular season or playoffs. So last night's 40 was needed as it led to the Nuggets' first win of the season. So far this year, the Nuggets have a 116.1 offensive rating when Joker is on the floor. But that number drops to 66.7 when he's on the bench. And I'm sure Poto gonna need him a couple of days to recover.
Spinning, boy.
Right. Has he done that? I don't think I've ever seen him spin that much.
So should Jokic switch up his
Spinning his way into our hearts.
Right. He looked real mobile out there.
Should Jokic switch up his style, lean into his scoring due to the Nuggets roster construction this year?
Clearly.
Don't have to, man.
Barely won with 40.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It is what it is. It's a good thing if they win it. Really, it's a really good thing if they win it. So.
I don't know.
You said what is this? What is this stats? What is the stats?
So Nuggets
when
have
he's off.
So 116.1 offensive rating when he's on the floor, 66.7 offensive rating when he is not on the court so far this season.
Oh my God.
I mean, when your offense go through him, scoring and passing the ball, that makes sense, right? It's just, the offense is him, right? If scoring or, passing everybody the ball. These guys is like, fucking animals in a cage. They're so used to being, fed that they don't know how to hunt, when he's off the court. They probably just sitting there when he's off the court, just looking. When he coming back in, so we can
get the
score. And and that's what it looks like.
If he starts scoring more, he's gonna be passing less. Then what does that mean for the rest of them?
As long as they result in the wins, I don't care how they get them.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they don't care how they get him.
Jamal Murray's slow start this season has had some slow starts in his Nuggets career. Rough Olympics, though. But we've talked before, Nuggets have their top 4 locked up through 2027 in Joker, Jamal Murray, MPJ, Aaron Gordon, who just got that extension. Won the chip.
That's a
2023.
problem. I mean, they got a solid 4. They got a solid 5. I mean, it just... It's like they don't have as many spacers as they had before.
So who did they have before that was spacers?
KCP.
Besides KCP that left?
Brown.
Still there?
He's so
No,
Bruce Brown?
now.
No, Bruce Brown.
Oh, Bruce Brown.
Christian Brown still there?
No, Christian
No,
Brown,
Bruce
but
Brown.
Bruce Brown.
He wasn't a spacer.
He shot the ball.
No. Fucking slasher, and man, he was 6'4", playing the 4.
I thought he was a shooter.
Hell no, Bruce Brown wasn't no damn shooter.
Role,
Let's see.
elite
Let's
role
see.
player.
Yeah, he was that. He wasn't no damn shooter.
Elite role player.
He shot 36 from 3 attempts. I'm just
3 attempts a game at 36%.
Lost my-
He's
lost
not a
my-
shooter.
I thought he was a scorer though, right?
No, he's a
He's Josh Hart.
6'4". He's 6'4", playing the 4.
He's Josh Hart.
average 12 and 4 for the Nuggets in that season.
Shit. I'm saying,
6'4" played.
So with that, this is what ends.
KCP was the shooter, but
This is what ends up happening. Think about who's coming off the bench, right? You got, people who are decent coming off the bench. They never develop their bench. So when these guys like Peyton Watson and all these guys come to age, they don't have the experience.
yes.
So now this is basically like their rookie year, right? They showed glimpses of how good they could be, but you never gave them the real time for them to be usable right now.
Yeah.
So now they don't have the bench to support the starting 5.
Yeah.
Like just like in the starting 5 is fine.
But you talk about, but Christian Brown now developed to a starter, started all 3 games of the season, playing 34 minutes a game.
He was a great, but
he's a great
remember,
person
there
off
was
the
somebody in
bench.
front of him,
Yeah.
and he was a great guy coming off the bench.
Now Peyton
Now
Watson,
he's a starter.
Peyton Watson only playing 14 minutes a game so far this season.
And he was a guy that was supposed to be a real key factor to moving forward, and he hasn't even gotten the opportunities to be that guy.
Yeah.
Like he was an elite player.
Yeah. Then Strother seeing some more minutes, kid out of Gonzaga this season as well, but it's
And then Russell Westbrook ain't fitting.
Yeah, I'm saying KCP was an important piece, but it's just like you didn't lose that much. You just didn't develop the guys that you had because so it's.
So Kane, yesterday you had a T-shirt with a gentleman on a horse in there who used to coach the Nuggets back in the day. This summer, that gentleman said that he didn't feel the Nuggets were doing enough to support Jokic and keep a championship-level team around him.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
I mean, you got that, obviously, that core 4 locked in.
Yeah.
You got Christian Brown, who's a young talent, but that bench looks a little shaky. Brought in Russell Westbrook. Westbrook struggled so far in his first 3 games. Nuggets fans not particularly happy about what he's bringing early on in this season.
No, go ahead.
What,
Go ahead.
what is he? What do you like? It's just like the Knicks, right? Like you bring a player in, but your offense doesn't like.
Isn't suitable.
Like you know what he is, so it's you got him at the 2. He spot up shooting guard. Like we would.
See, I thought they were gonna pull. Obviously, Jokic doesn't come out the game often, but if you're gonna bring in a player like Russell Westbrook, I thought they would try to at least adjust a little bit to his style of play while he was in the game. But it's hard to do that with Jokic because Westbrook is very ball dominant and can't shoot.
He wants to come downhill. Like that's what I said. Like you come downhill, that's when you have a bunch of shooters on the court.
Yeah.
Like it's like he averaged triple doubles. Did you see the teams he was on when he was averaging those assists? Right? You can't really name anybody who was passing the ball to, but obviously he was passing the ball to somebody. So, but those guys would just put it in, hit a shot here and there. You gotta put guys, like if you're gonna use them in the second unit, there has to be guys that can benefit how his style is.
Yeah.
This ain't no, you can't run your Jokic offense while he's on there. Pass the ball, everybody sit around, and he do his thing and then pass it to him. What you think he's going to do?
You're going to dribble right to where Jokic is.
You want him shooting the threes? Like, I mean, he going to take them because he feels he can shoot them, but that's not his strength. His strength is using his athleticism, using that engine, coming downhill, getting to the lane. That's what he's great at.
Yeah.
If you can't do that, just put the ball boy in. Fuck it. Put the ball boy in. At least I know he's chucking because I can see him just, all right, here you go. Here you go. Hey, man, can you rebound instead of shooting your shots?
Yeah.
You got to tell them motherfuckers, right? 3-4 times. Hey, come on, man. You see me here. God damn.
Oh, shit.
The fact that they beat them by 2 is crazy.
In overtime. In overtime.
Needed to win.
Yeah, I get it, but...
Okay, I know it's early. Gil said the Nuggets were one of the teams, Nuggets and Bucks. Just from what we've seen from this Nugget squad in years previous, obviously won the chip in 2023. So it came to Ant-Man, second round last season. Not heading in the right direction, like.
But I feel like this is not really super surprising for anybody. Like everyone had said that they weren't really building for the future. That they were just very like, okay, this is Jokic. But I know I said earlier that Russell Westbrook was a good addition, so.
And time will tell.
I know it's early, so I'm still rooting for him, obviously, and for them to make it work, but it's looking bad right now. It's looking bad.
It looks bad because you're not as... It's not like it's Philly, right? Where you're bringing, like, how many people Philly brought in?
Shit.
The whole damn team, basically.
8. But those 8 is damn near playing, right? You got 8 pieces that you got to try to fit in. No. You don't. Your starting 5, your top 6 has been there for the last 2 years. Your starting 6 are all champions. There's nobody in your top 6 that's not a champ. They're champions, right? Westbrook is not a top part of your top 6. Right? So you're telling me that you 6 can't carry the load? That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many games Clippers got? They're 2-1?
They're 2-1.
That's crazy. I'm thinking about what I'm saying. The Clippers got 2-1. When we said, oh shit, Clippers lost 3 Hall of Famers. 2. 3.
3, technically, yeah.
Technically, 2 traded. 2 left and 1's hurt.
PG gone.
Right? And they got a whole bunch of young people and they got 2 wins. And y'all got the MVP coming back and all his
whole team.
His whole shooters like, yeah. Right? All right. Fuck it. Yeah, y'all good. How about that? All right, y'all good. We got a 40-year-old and we got 3 wins.
Mike Malone, this Nuggets crew, talking big shit after they won the chip.
He was talking big.
Rent's almost due, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, as much as I'm talking shit, I guarantee you, I don't want to play them in playoffs.
Do not.
I do not want to play them in the playoffs. I can say whatever I want. I do not. If he said, yo, we'll see y'all in the playoffs, like, I was just playing. Don't get out your feelings.
JJ Redick and Bronny have never lost to the Nuggets.
Yeah, you just gonna threaten me to my face with all that see you in the playoff talks? Shit.
JJ Redick and Bronny have never lost to the Nuggets in the postseason, so new look Lakers squad.
Who? Say it again?
JJ Redick and Bronny.
You right.
Never lost to the Nuggets.
That's a good stat.
Okay. See? We ain't killing all the stats, Kenyon. We got to keep a few alive. But let's move on to MostlyFans. Presented by Underdog. Download the app. Use promo code GIL. Get $1,000 in bonus cash plus a special pick'em.
Think about all the free agents that was free this year at that shooting guard position. Shit, Buddy Hield, Klay, one of them 2. You're talking about a whole nother. They are favorite.
Klay on that Denver team would have been crazy.
Right? They're favorite.
And obviously, there's still time. Trade deadline, a few months away.
No, because trade, that means you got to trade pieces. Free agency, you just could have signed one of them and added them to what you already have.
Now you got to get something up.
Yep.
come up off of it. So, first question from Underdog user, must be the money 24. What NBA coach would make a good WNBA coach and vice versa?
What do you mean make a...
So what current NBA coach would make a good WNBA coach, and what current WNBA coach would make a good NBA coach?
I don't fucking know.
I would say y'all coach for Boston.
Who?
Bazula.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. I mean, you know, when it comes to just understanding personalities and,
I probably would say any of the coaches that have teams with high defensive ratings, because we still play a lot of defense in the W. So we're not at that let's outscore each other place yet. We're still trying to stop each other for 40 minutes. So,
for Tibbs.
some
Are you
coaches
gonna
that value defense
play today?
definitely. Yeah, and then with the load man, we don't have that. We don't have none of that. So
Get your ass out there.
we gonna play every night. So a coach like that, and vice versa. Shit, you see, we got 6, 7 vacancies right now.
Yeah,
so
7 WNBA coaches have been fired this
I'm
offseason.
not gonna say that they would be better suited in the NBA.
58% of the league's coaches
Are gone.
have been relieved of their services.
Damn.
Come on,
on,
over to
Gil.
Gil Arena.
You gotta
Well,
sit
Coach
there every
Clark-
day to make $4? Girl, you crazy.
Just a cute little summer job.
I got a little summer job.
Yeah, it's a cute little summer job. Win you a little championship. Nah, they paying now. So
They
they
paying?
paying Becky making $1 million, $2 million. Yes.
All right, last
Wait, the coaches make more than the players? Wow.
That's a conversation for another time, but yes. But that's coming from the ownership, the owners. That's how they got Becky out of the NBA.
Man, you make more than me, you better play.
Yeah, they
on that
You
note-
just ain't gonna be out here just yelling. You better get your ass on out there.
Before we leave the show, we announced at the beginning of the show, Lexie celebrated your 21st birthday.
Yep.
So
sure
we wanted
did.
to.
Oh, look how cute.
Birthday to you.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you.
Who you?
Is that Kenyon?
Happy birthday, dear Lexie.
Oh.
Birthday to you.
All right,
Yeah.
Lexie, go ahead and make a wish.
Oh my gosh,
hope
no one
you-
can eat this.
I hope she wish for us to be the coaching staff.
I want to shout out my partner, Chris, man.
Thank you.
Papa's
It's
rice,
so
man.
cute.
Papa's rice?
Yeah, go order you some online, man. It's different Caribbean styles of rice.
Okay.
Put in my quick little rice meal you want to, Papa's
Oh,
rice.
yeah.
Shout
I
out to
need that.
Papa's Rice.
Papa's
Everybody
Rice.
in the
That.
chat,
Yeah. that-
get your rice game correct
More
with Papa's Rice.
flowers.
Happy birthday, Lex.
Thanks.
Well, Lex, want to wish you a happy birthday. Know that you were turning up this weekend. We were a little too old to get the invite.
Wait, how much money I owe? 400? All right, let me get my.
Gil, you owe $400.
Oh, I think from yesterday too, right?
Send it to me for my birthday.
400 total?
Cash out.
All right, let me see. J Hooper 09.
J Hooper 09.
J Hooper 09, Johnny D, editor.
Johnny the editor, you are the recipient of $400 courtesy of Gilbert Arenas and Gil's Arena, presented by
I'm
Underdog
all
Football.
even, right?
For now.
For now.
For now, I'm squared away. Got mine out of the way, y'all.
But we appreciate everybody in the chat for pulling up. Appreciate everybody on this couch. Appreciate all of our crew for these lovely Halloween decorations. This is not blood. This is barbecue sauce on my T-shirt. Enjoying Kenyon's Killer Griller theme day.
Killer
Griller.
Griller.
Came with the grilling shoes. Really. We're going to put those on our wall of fame. But this has been another episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa!